there's like a special mod that you get.
Yeah, you get, as far as I'm aware, you get a bunch of special mods from doing those.
Yeah, fuck, they have a name though.
Yeah,
Drifts. They're drifts. The drifts.
yeah. I have to complete 3 of those, which you complete one during the second dream apparently. So I don't need to complete 2 more, but either way, I haven't done it yet, and I think I need people for that, or patience.
Yeah, you need 4 people. I think you need 4 people for some of them, but some of them you can do by yourself.
I mostly play by myself, which I won't subject you to this. But like if I'm ever the host, because most people who play this game are in North America and I'm halfway across the world, latency is awful. But I will not make I will not subject you to that. I'll let you host so you don't have to deal with my shitty fucking latency.
Sounds good.
I need to get, because I am actually streaming. I just started the stream, except it's a black screen. I need to get my charger too. Hang on just a second. Holy shit. Thunder scared me. I wasn't entirely aware that it was raining outside, and then all of a sudden, thunder!
Do you not have windows?
I do have windows. But, well, I mean, Japan.
Alright.
I have a window, but literally when I look outside of it, there is a gray wall. And if I step outside onto my tiny little balcony, I can see I can see more gray walls. There we go. Now my stream is now we're cooking with gas.
Okay.
And now I just need to add you. Which, how do I do that? Communications. Friends. No. Oh yes, add friend. And broccoli with 2 eyes. I don't actually know how to spell broccoli.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Yeah, that's what I did. Send. Oh, confirm. There we go. So, you'll be on my stream where probably only 2 people will join, and there'll only be like a little bit of the worst people in the world, but not the absolute worst people in the world. You'll only feel like dying just a little bit. Did you get my invite?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh no. Oh no. I forgot to mention, I'm downloading Black Desert again too. Except it's not the North American version because I can't get on that one. It's the Japan version, and I think it's about to launch the game because I had it set to download.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, it's gonna launch the game.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it's launching the game. I can do both. I can play Warframe and Black desert. Since the English patch is no longer supported, I'm pretty sure here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna log into the game, I'm gonna stare at all the moon runes, and then I'm gonna quit and uninstall the game.
That's the cycle.
I'm gonna look at it and be like, I have no idea what any of this is, and then I'll just log out. If I can find the log out button. I don't know what it's I don't know what log out looks like in Japanese. I should know, but I don't. Oh my god, it's taking forever to launch this game. Just go so I can quit, please. Okay. Nope, that's settings. That's not quit. Okay, there we go. Waiting on you, buddy. Oh. Did you go AFK? Probably. Maybe you need to go feed the dog again. Hey, Adam. Thanks for joining. No, I didn't hear about the fires. What fires?
I literally just got up and walked away from the computer. So if you were saying anything... No, I just got in, so I... checking out on texts and all that fun jazz, but...
I understand. I'm just some random stranger, so you just don't care.
Oh my god. Got the pity pot.
No, I like it here. It's comfortable.
Alright. So, I need to invite you?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want me to invite you, but you might have, like, a ping of, like, 400.
No.
You're going to walk up to a door, and you're gonna have to sit there and wait for that door to finally realize, oh, you're at that door. And then it'll open.
Is that actually a thing?
Yes, that's how the latency works. Because, you know, the doors are automatic, but they will just stay closed for, like, half a second.
On, like, Japanese server. Oh, half a second. Okay, I thought it was gonna be worse than that. All right, what do you? I don't know where you want to go or what we can do.
It's up to you.
Oh, you got fully shit stuff on. Oh, baby. All right, we can do some shit.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, I have Trinity Prime and.
No, I see 12s and 17s and 13s and 12s. We're going somewhere shitty.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want me to equip any of my better stuff.
No, we can go somewhere shitty. Oh, I love the shitty stuff so much more. Oh my god, you have no idea. I have a question though. Shut up. How do I do the daily Samaris synthesized stuff?
I have no fucking clue, man. I think I have that too. I have no idea.
I don't know what it does. Okay, let's do a 9 to 10 excavation.
Ah, hell yeah.
I think my Banshee's at like 29, level 29 and a half. So I just want to get her fucking over with.
Yeah, I understand. Is it just regular Banshee or Banshee Prime?
I think it's just normal.
I was grinding for Banshee Prime last time I streamed with some people. Got 2 of the parts. Oh, yep. You just have normal Banshee. Oh,
No,
you have the...
I have a special head, too. I
Mm,
think. Just tell me I have a special head.
you
Don't be that guy.
special
Don't be that guy.
head.
Thanks, buddy.
Your mommy always knew it was special. You're using the Gorgon. I'm so sorry. The Gorgon is just the pits, man.
Oh, I don't know. I usually only use the Dread Bow. But because we're doing some shit low stuff, I'll just level up something garbage.
Get through the Gorgon quickly. I just finished that one before I started using the Stradvar, and it was like the worst time I ever had with this game.
Why? It shoots so fast.
You're using the Gorgon, right?
Yeah. It's shooting so fast. Look at that shit.
Yeah, it shoots fast, but its damage is fucking garbage, man.
Oh, I don't care. 90% of weapons in this game to me are just what they sound like. And this just sounds like...
Then just go put all the speed mods on a machine gun.
Yeah, but I don't think I have any speed mods. I have so few
What?
mods. I was looking at some build lists, and I think I have like 12% of the mods that exist. I
Oh.
think I got mad before I quit the first time, and I just turned everything into credits. I have a problem, like I get really obsessive in games, so when I finish playing something, I have to like scorch the earth behind it.
I kept going back to Perfect World that I wound up just like... I had spent so much money in that fucking MMO that I wound up like... I kept coming back and then hating my experience, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself hate coming back, and then I just gave away every bit of fashion and everything I had bought in that game to just random players, and I was like, there, I'm never coming back to this game again.
The worst part is when you go back even still and you're like, fuck, why'd I give away this shit? Oh, come. Okay, kill all the bad guys and then just fucking look at this shit. Okay. Do you see the fucking weapon I'm holding? See these little goos?
Yeah.
And you throw them and they blow up. Listen to the sound. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
That's the Pox. That's the best weapon in the entire game right now.
Okay. I'll take your word on that, even though you have, like, no mods.
Yeah, no, but... yeah, okay. God damn it.
Man, you weren't kidding. I mean, you were saying that you thought I got really into this game, and I didn't feel like I really got into this game, but I mean, compared to you, shit.
Yeah, but I have played this game many hours, but I usually just don't pay attention to anything. I'll just use like a random mission, be a space ninja, and then stop playing.
Are you just extracting?
No, I think I'm going to point C or the next C or whatever.
Oh, well, I'll hang back here at B then. Fuck you then.
I just started following the arrow. I think one spawned behind me, but
Yep.
I don't like turning back. You never look back.
Yep, you
There's
left...
a lot of arbitrary rules that mean nothing.
You left B behind, but that's okay. I'll pick it up. I got it. You're on your own over there at C.
Oh, easy. This Gorgon's just making quick work with these guys. Although it takes like 40 seconds to reload.
Yeah, that's also another reason why I hated it. I think it's best against Corpus, if I remember correctly, because impact damage is what it does, I think. I may be wrong. Also, I've totally been ignoring chat. Hey, Bray, nice to have you here. You have to get power cells, by the way.
Whoa. There was nothing there to kill. that had power cells. They're all over at B.
Oh.
I also know that power cells gave it shield. Did you know that?
I did not.
You see? You're the noob.
You're right. I'll just take my Trinity Prime and all my other primed Warframes with my primed mods.
Alright, all that proves is that you played a lot, okay? I have all the Warframes that you can buy usually. I have all the new ones since I've been playing the game. Equinox and Itara and...
Equinox is a bitch, so good thing you got that one. I'm
I
coming.
usually just like playing the Ember because of the...
Yes,
booster.
Ember was my favorite for a very long time. I still like Ember too, but just she goes through too much energy. She's the most fun when she's funnest. What's the word? I'm an English teacher and I don't know. When you have energy, and when you don't have energy, she kind of sucks.
I don't know. When I play this game, I very rarely push my abilities, so every Warframe is kind of the same.
I can make enemies just float around. Look at them float.
Well, I've already ditched you, man. You're just sitting there. I don't even know what you're doing. I'm playing the objectives.
No, there's no time for objectives. You gotta play like a regular COD player and just go for the kills. Who cares about objectives?
If you start the objectives, the kills come to you.
Oh, you're at D. What the fuck? No, it's fine.
Have you ever played this game?
No. Oh, because of my terrible latency, the like physics whenever I make them float is like bugging out and making them just like fly around.
Oh, wait, Tritania, whatever that bitch is, she has that like winter wyvern ult thing too, right? Like it like puts somebody in the air and then it taunts everything around them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Great.
yeah, I like this frame. It's fun. You know what's another fun frame? I don't know if you've played Zephyr before, but Zephyr is pretty great.
Well, I think I have the parts. I just never crafted it yet. That's
Zephyr,
the one. I think you get the parts in the clan hall, right?
yeah, Zephyr is like one of my favorite frames, but you can't play it seriously. Zephyr is a very silly frame, and you need to build for silliness.
I just click on auto install mods, so there's no building for silliness. There's one build, and that's the auto build.
Do you want me to teach you sweet builds, yo? Give you those.
I don't have the mods to set the builds up.
I can give you those mad strats.
I think I just got redirection to like level 6 the other day.
You're a pro. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I need them to sell a mod pack, and then I don't even care. It could be $30. $30. It's a full mod pack. I just click a button and it auto installs it. That's fine.
So did you always buy the Prime Access?
No, I never did Prime Access. I just buy the individual mods when I get bored.
Thank God.
Well, not the mods, the frames. Sure.
I think Prime Access is kind of a ripoff. This is the only part of this game's monetization that I think things kind of start breaking down. Well, maybe.
Well, I think it's there more for the people who want to give monthly support, as opposed to offering something like on its own.
Yeah, but it's like $90 to get all of the Prime stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't think that's a reward. That like it's not. That's not an item in the shop. That's you're a member. So it's for the people who want to like give the ongoing support, like sort of like most subscription models.
I suppose. I still think it's too damn high.
Yeah, but I mean, people obviously are paying for it at that price.
Yeah, and honestly, if they actually released a Zephyr Prime, which they probably never will, I would.
You would?
I would.
Yeah, I've almost like grabbed it a bunch of times, but I usually don't play Warframe for very long. When I like play it again, I play for like a week or two, and then I'm like, oh, if I play another week, I'll get it, and then I always quit the game.
Yeah. I mean, the game is kind of about grinding to get more cool stuff so you can get more cool stuff. That's the goal of the game. So, I mean, I guess if you just bought it, then I don't know, maybe you could go find some more cool stuff. You gotta put power cells in here, buddy.
Yo, that's all you, man. Yo, do you see any power cells near us?
Yes.
I see. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Right, sitting next to F? Yeah. Oh, this guy. Get this guy out of here.
See? Isn't my chat so much better? I haven't had anyone talk in like the past 10 minutes.
Oh, my God. It's peace and quiet. That's what that is.
How does it feel to have like 75,000 subscribers?
I don't know. I don't really care too much about the number. It's just kind of cool that I see a lot of the same names. That's the only thing I like. Although, I've started doing like a daily stream like when I get home from work on my channel.
I've noticed.
Yeah, but the problem is that actually really fucks up your YouTube channel. Because the way the algorithm works is that, because it's only up for an hour, the algorithm counts it as a video. But because even if like every single person who would watch your video in that hour checks in, which they won't because it's like a random game and some people don't want to watch live streams, it counts you against like how do I describe it? Click-through rate. It counts against your click-through rate, where if you do a whole bunch of live streams and they outnumber the amount of videos you put out, it like does that subscriber burny kind of videos stop going to people's subscriber boxes. I actually got a message from one of the YouTube developers from YouTube gaming side, and they're like, hey, just to let you know, blah 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 blah, because they're cool guys in the YouTube gaming like Discord. They check, they like are trying to make sure that the people who actually use YouTube gaming stay using it, and they're like, yeah, you should probably you should probably stop.
I just stream once a week, or try to. Sometimes I just don't feel like it, and I just say, fuck it. Oh, James is here. James was my buddy back in Texas. We lived together.
You have real life friends who know that you're a YouTuber or whatever, or make YouTube stuff?
Yeah. Although he lives in Texas still, and I live in Japan now, so you know.
So you just send dirty pictures to each other?
Oh, you know it. Just this morning he sent me the naughtiest video ever. He turned his hat backwards and said, "Pikachu, I choose you."
Dude, did you see that fucking the amusement park ride?
Yes.
Holy shit.
The one that fell apart and just threw people off of it, right? James, I agree with you. Prime Access sucks. But seriously, when make Zephyr Prime? Oh, he's like saying the same thing to me in text messages to my phone, so I can read the text messages and the live chat.
Is that the same? Like, is there some sort of weird tie-in that you can?
As far as I'm aware, no.
He was doing a whiskey. Doing a whiskey.
I assumed he was probably drunk when he sent me the Pikachu, I choose you. It was so random, so weird. I was like, the fuck? So are we gonna play more trash missions?
Yo, I don't care. We can do whatever the fuck you want to do, Tom.
Yo, dog. I was trying to get the Soma Prime part. Do you have Soma Prime?
I don't know what that is. You have to talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
I talk pretty straight to my 3-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh, like what's a Soma like a Warframe?
What? So no. It's a weapon. It's a spooling weapon, but it's a much better spooling weapon than the Gorgon.
No, probably not. I have like 6 guns.
Okay. You're pretty trash at this game.
No, it's because I like the dread bow, okay, and so I always have the dread bow on usually.
I understand. I didn't care.
Primaries don't get fucked.
I understand. Honestly, I don't touch. Like, I found my favorite stuff, and then I just played that and didn't care anymore. I just upgraded mods at that point. I guess that's the difference, though, is I found some favorite stuff and then started focusing on mods. You just found some favorite stuff and then, I don't know, fucked off, I guess.
My dreadbow is like 6'4" mud. When I tell people that, they roll their eyes. They go, why would you...
Why?
I'm hearing a lot of judgment over there.
No, I understand. My Boltor Prime has been formed 5 times.
Yeah, see, I just like that it's a bow, but because it's all slashing damage, when I hit somebody with it, their legs or their arms can go, like, they can be, like, cut off. I love that.
According to James, because I know James has it, because he's a retard who bought the fucking Prime Access when Soma Prime got released. He says it doesn't spool, so I guess Soma's even better because it doesn't spool.
What's wrong with the spooling? Spooling is the best part. That's how you know you're playing like a minigun.
Don't you just want to get right into the You don't want to have to wait for it, do you? I hate waiting.
No, man. That build up is part of the appeal.
It's like the hype cycle. It's the hype cycle of the gun.
Okay, I think I have nothing powerful right now. I'm using a level 4 Gorgon, level 0 Twin Gremlins, and a level 3 Dark Dagger. So you're gonna be carrying the lion's share of this one, buddy.
Well, you have your level 30 Equinox.
Oh yeah, obviously. I don't know what her abilities actually do though, and I usually just stay in the female version of the Warframe because she's cute.
Hey, according to the wiki, they're both female.
Mm.
I hate the community around this game. I hate dedicated fan bases, period, for anything.
Yup. Yo, I thought there was supposed to be like some shit that you equip, or like maybe not equip, but like appearance items that had like stats or something.
They used to, but they got rid of them.
Oh, okay.
I actually have some of them. Oh, this is a fucking interception. God damn it.
Yo, I just clicked on a button. I don't know what any of these types mean.
Interception is like, fucking, what is the game type called? Yeah, you just hold the points.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Well, Yeah, but they're gonna try to claim these other points. It's better to spread out. Unfortunately, your Warframe, your Warframe isn't the problem, but your equipment is the problem.
No, not a chance. Not a chance. I'm taking these guys out like it's nothing. Hey, these guys are only level 7. My level 0 gun takes them at MP because I did the auto mod selection, and you know they're fucking doing tons of damage. I'm hitting for 88 at a time, buddy.
Yes. I just hit for 775.
Yeah, but you look like a fairy.
That's because this Warframe is a fairy.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to believe what the wiki says. And I was just saying.
No, I have titanium. I don't have the wings.
Oh, yeah, I bought those.
Yeah, you purposely made yourself look like a fairy.
Yes.
Yeah, no. This guy.
I'm actually pretty happy that they opened the game up to community created stuff, because these are community created Sayadana? I don't know. It's something the PS4 version doesn't get, James. Maybe you should get a PC.
Yeah, what the fuck, James?
We can't even play games with each other.
Maybe you should get a PS4.
He usually says that. But I don't know. PS4s are expensive. I really want to get one, mostly for the exclusives, which is the other problem, is that he wants me to get games that I have on PC, and it's like, yeah, but on PC they play better usually, except for Nier Automata, because fucking Square Enix sucks! But anyways. Fuck Square Enix.
Warframe plays really well on the PlayStation 4. I'd rather play it on the PlayStation, but like they don't have like a account migration option.
I thought they did.
No, they had it when they first like released it, and it was like limited time. You can't do it anymore.
Oh.
I would.
Well then.
Like playing Warframe naked on your bed or like on the couch is easily way better than sitting on your PC chair.
I could understand that, except that I absolutely hate aiming with analog sticks. Like, precise aiming with analog sticks just feels awful to me.
Well, see, there's your problem. Precise aiming. I tell you this. The skill level here is spray and pray, baby, or the opposite. Yeah, spray and pray.
So I need to put on all of the accuracy reducing mods.
Oh no, you need what little accuracy you have.
Oh, okay. I figured you just kind of find a chunk of enemies and just shoot in that general direction.
100%. That is 100% what I do. I've been playing there's like a zombie game, Fortnite, and it has like the most generous auto aim ever, where if like you shoot within like a centimeter of them, it like auto corrects for you. Oh man, I've never enjoyed a shooter so much.
Oh my god, we gotta do 2 more waves of this. What have you
No,
done? What have you done?
In total.
This is all your fault. Also,
I did a little bit of research when I had to select my ninja school, and I tried to find the worst one. So I took Matarai, but have you seen the fucking Iron Man beam that I get?
No, I didn't even. Well, you did more than me. I didn't even research any of that shit. I just like, I don't know, that one sounds good. Sounds pretty.
Fucking look at this Iron Man beam. Turn around quick before it fucking goes away.
Oh, I see it. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
I explode.
Yeah, there's one that's
Yeah.
like it ends up giving you and your team like I think it's like 7 energy regen a second for the whole mission or something dumb.
That sounds kind of useful.
Yeah, no, it's batshit broken is what it is.
Oh. Yeah.
There's like 2 of the schools that are so batshit retarded that there's no reason to ever be anything but those 2 schools. I just like the Iron Man beam, and whenever I'm playing with my buddies, I just start making the Iron Man like the old fucking old theme song, and they get so annoyed by it. That makes me feel so good inside.
Is that the whole reason why you picked it? You read Iron Man beam, and then you're like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, you did more research than me. I was like, I don't know. I read the description in-game, and I was like, that sounds good, I guess. The descriptions for all of them are kind of vague.
Yeah, I think they're purposely vague. I just get, like, choice paralysis a lot of times, so I have to make an informed choice. Even if I'm not making the optimal choice, I need to know what my actual options are.
Kind of speaks volumes about this game. It's intentionally vague, except I'm pretty sure the developers are well aware of the very extensive wiki that's available for this game. It kind of feels like they're saying, just go to the wiki and look it up. And I don't like games that just expect you to go to a wiki. Wiki games, man. Wiki games.
I think a lot of it is... You learn a lot of it from the menu screens, though. As well, like the loading screens. Like, there's not a huge amount that's only in the wiki. The stuff that's in the wiki that like people feel like you need to know are like a specific piece of loot only drops here, or there are spy mission only mods or void only mods. Like that's the kind of stuff that they don't tell anywhere. But like I hate that stuff is in a wiki.
Yeah.
Like most of the game itself is explained through like. It's pretty well explained, I think. I see that criticism all the time. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I don't know. I feel like there are some things that could be explained better. First of all, and they probably don't want to explain this one because this is how they get money, but I remember when I first started this game, I didn't really understand the value of plat. I didn't understand you could trade with players. I didn't, that kind of stuff. And I just wound up buying... I assumed... I'm sure there's some sort of type of trading system, but I just assumed that buying the weapon was just from the marketplace was probably just as effective. So I would just buy all my weapons from the shop with platinum for like fucking 200 plat per.
Isn't like one of the first things they do in this game, they show you how to craft a weapon? Isn't it like one of the first things?
I don't think so.
I think they do, like, because every module has its own, like, little, not like a quest, but it's kind of like a quest.
I don't know, it's been a long time. They've also probably changed the beginning. I would hope that they'd describe things better. But on a different note, because China has these fucking weird regulations now about gambling, and I guess this game is pretty huge there, which surprises me because my internet was so shit I would never expect to be able to play this type of game in China. Either way, they've released the entirety of like their drop percentage for like everything from every enemy from like every game type, like the most extensive fucking drop list. And what surprises me is, so when you have your void relics that shows, which relics drop what, they just show bars, meaningless bars, like, okay, that bar is lower, so we can assume it has a lower drop rate, but it doesn't actually say the drop rate.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if they have that information, like, it's publicly available, they've released it themselves, like, why don't they just include that information in the game? Why do I need to go to the wiki to look it up, or go to that big-ass document?
Because when you put too much, like, I don't want to say, like, technical, when you put too many, like, figures and stuff, you get, like, there's like, a term for it in game design, where you overload people. So showing the bars is a visual representation. Like, you don't really need it. The people who min-max, they're gonna do that stuff regardless. They're going to the wiki no matter what. Most people don't care if they see a bar go from 50 to like 75%, or if they see a number go from 50 to 75%. That's why a lot of games like MOBAs especially, they have simplified tooltips, and then they'll have like a hotkey that you push, and it like gives you a more detailed tooltip. Like, that's okay, but the problem is if you lean on that too much, even that becomes cluttered.
Alright, I'll give you that one then.
Like, I'm telling you, every time I've ever seen, like, everything I've had people talk about on the wiki, not the wiki, the average part of this game, I'm like, why would they put that in the game?
Oh, we failed.
Whoa, we failed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really let the team down. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Interception, if I had known it was interception, I probably would have equipped a better frame.
Oh, me too. I don't know what this one was. This was the top of the
alerts.
Top of the alerts.
So have you done any of the bosses in this game?
Yeah, I had to have.
Okay. Can we agree that they at least have fucking terrible boss design in this game?
I'd say mid-tier. I would say that the boss design actually isn't as bad as the gameplay surrounding it.
Well, that's
what
what
the thing is
that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
the mechanics of the boss fights are like, I don't care about the actual how they look, but like the actual mechanic of the fight is usually just awful.
See, this is the thing. I actually enjoyed it when I first played, especially like I think it was like the Jackal. That was really good. Like I was playing it, but then what happens is that you end up trivializing the boss because you do too much damage. So what they've had to do is create stuff that bypasses like the function of the game. Like that one boss where you have to like shoot the tubes or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, like that's garbage, but the only reason that's there is because they can't give that tube a health bar because you're going to join my game and do 12,000 damage to it. So the boss fights themselves aren't too bad. It's just that they don't, like, those kind of things don't work in games like this with infinite scaling.
Yeah. Well, and I actually don't think the Jackal is the worst. At least, I don't know if they changed it since last time I played, but now, I mean, you can damage it at any time. You just damage its legs first, and then you can start actually hurting it. And its legs have its own...
Jackal's fine. Jackal's fine. Like, I like the Jackal. But, like,
yeah.
A lot of people, they criticize that, what's that one guy? The Tyr
Regal. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is the fight itself is actually pretty decent. There's a weak spot that moves dynamically with an enemy who's flying in the air, and it's a 3-phase fight. But most people's actual criticism isn't the boss fight, it's that it's gated and time gated, so you can't just speed run it in 35 seconds.
And that I do kind of agree with, but they've kind of, in a sense, they've almost fixed it, sort of, because now, one of the reasons why people used to grind bosses a lot was because they also dropped rare materials. It was almost a guarantee that they'd drop rare materials, but now they've made them a little bit more abundant, plus there's like rare material crates that you can find sometimes in the mission.
Yeah.
You still have to grind the bosses though for like Warframe parts though. To me, it's not necessarily the length of time of the boss, it's just the time spent waiting doing nothing.
Yeah, but that's because of the infinite scaling. That's the problem.
But see, like with the Jackal, like the legs, you can still damage. You feel like you're doing damage because you're shooting the legs, right? But actually shooting the legs doesn't hurt the boss. You have to destroy a leg, and then you can damage the actual boss itself, right? That feels better because you're still...
have you done the Jackal with max level gear? Or
Yeah,
high level
yeah,
gear?
I just did it recently.
Yeah, it takes like 12 seconds.
Yeah. but
so like that's an unsuccessful boss. Like in a game like this, that is actually a poorly designed fight. Because it like if you want it to stay relevant, because this game tries to keep everything relevant. The Jackal is like there's no difference. You know what? I don't like the Versas. Versas to me sometimes are more difficult, or the Noxes are more difficult to me than the Jackal.
Yeah.
When I'm in real gear, that's wrong. But people are okay with it because they actually look at it outside of the actual boss mechanics themselves. They go, oh, like I can farm that easily. I can do it fast. I can get the material. And that's a separate that's a separate takeaway from the boss's design.
Yeah.
Your bosses should be more difficult than your trash enemies.
Yes, I agree there. I don't know, but there has to be a better way than some of this waiting around shit to solve the problem. I mean, you're a ninja. Like, why don't they have them? Actually, honestly, I kind of hate the platforming in this game, even though you have some sweet ninja moves. I don't know. It never feels that good to me. I feel like it's not clicking, but that's beside the point.
Have you played with a controller?
I have not, and it probably would feel better there. But again, I hate aiming with analog sticks, so I don't know.
I think that's why they changed a lot of it.
But either way, I mean, you're a ninja. That what? Like, why don't like? Oh, did you do Octavia's Anthem?
I don't know. I think I'm
It's
crafting something for her.
The actual quest itself. There's a pseudo boss fight where you are on you're inside a computer. By the way, this is the most fucking rad. Like, it surprised me with this game. Like, I thought this was actually some pretty creative level design. You're like inside a computer, and you are like on a fucking MIDI track, like a MIDI track for fucking music design, and you have to jump platform to platform to activate like the notes to the song.
Oh,
God damn it! This is a fucking interception mission.
Continue. You're on a MIDI track.
You're on a MIDI track, and you gotta like jump platform to platform to activate the notes to the song. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool, man. Like,
yeah, no, that's definitely cool.
Like, there's ways to make these bosses like more interesting than the way they are. Like, there's Vayhek on Earth. I think he's an awful boss. You fight him in like he's the floating guy who just likes to shout all the time, who's basically just a head.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, like the leader of the corpus with the 3 phases. Like he keeps retreating.
Yes. But I mean, it feels so, I don't know, it feels awful when he's just like running away, and he was more difficult when he's just like floating around as a head than when he got in his like fucking Gundam. Like once he got in his
that's because of the gear scaling. That's what I'm telling you. Like, this game can't do bosses well unless they put stupid novelty mechanics in.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Like, the reason I found him more difficult as him just floating around as a head was because he has this stupid energy drain attack that seems damn near unavoidable. But then when he gets in his Gundam, he doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, like, the thing with a lot of those missions, right? And this is it's really shitty because a lot of people who play Warframe have played it for a while. If you play a lot of the bosses when you're not overpowered, they're actually really cool. And so a thing like that is like, oh, because you can't just kill everything around you with your energy-based attacks, you have to, like, take on the fight a little bit differently. But when you're super powered and you can kill everything with energy or your gun or your melee, losing one option doesn't feel like a choice, or like it's not even dynamic. It's like you don't even notice it. You're just like, oh, this is kind of frustrating. It's not hard. It's just fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
But it's because of scaling. Like I'm telling you, it's like play through the game, make a new account, and do the bosses, and you're like, oh fuck, like this is supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you make a novelty-based stuff, it's kind of cool if you play it the way it's supposed to be. Maybe for the first time, maybe for the second time, but then like that third, fourth, fifth, especially if you have to grind it, you're just like, God damn it, just fucking get me out of here. Like that fire boss. Who's that fire boss where like you have to wait until a part is showing and stuff like that? Like that's kind of cool, like having to deal with the fire and like the massive amounts of spawns.
Yeah.
And then you hit the like gleaming spot. Like that's kind of cool, but then when you play it and you're super powered and the ads in the room don't pose it like a a challenge and the fire's not going to kill you either. You're just like, oh my god, something glows so I can fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't see why they. So what's the point in dealing with the scaling? Like, what does that accomplish? Like, by making the bosses feel longer because they're trying to deal with the scaling, like...
Because they're bosses.
Okay, but, like, if you go through them normally, right, the first time you fight them, they should feel like a boss, right? And then when you go through them the second time, I mean, they're still going to feel different because they have different mechanics, but does it really need to take a long time because boss?
Well, it's not that it's taking a long time, it's that there's a mechanic to the fight. The problem is that mechanics, the same way as like if you're playing an MMO and you're doing like a dungeon, the mechanics are fun the first time. You're like, oh, how do I kill this guy? And then the next like 10 times you do it, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to do this. Why can't I just fucking shoot him and kill him? And if they decided to just not have them as bosses and just have them as normal missions, then there's no boss there. And if there's no boss there, then there's no reason that there should be this like upper echelon reward tier. Like, it's all tied together. It's just that infinite scaling is a difficult thing to tackle, which is why games like action RPGs are like just as repetitive as Warframe is. Like, play Diablo 3 and then fight against Belial, and then there's that like cutscene in between where he goes from like normal mode into fucking giant beast, and that always makes people roll their eyes like, oh my god, come on, how come I can't skip this like CG story phase?
Well, I would agree there too. I mean, why can't you just skip a cutscene? Especially if it's pre-rendered.
Because it's not supposed to be a cutscene. That's the thing.
Huh?
Now, see, but a lot of people, especially more diehard gamers, because they're speedrunning stuff, or because they're doing things in a way, they're playing a boss not to fight a boss, but for like the end game resource points. They want to diminish the game portion of it, and this is like a huge tug of war. It's like, imagine playing like a JRPG, right? So you're playing a JRPG, and for whatever reason you need to level up because maybe you want to fight the optional boss. You could make the argument that, look, just walking around doing random bosses, doing random fights to level up, that's boring gameplay. It doesn't take skill, it doesn't take anything other than time. So the game should give me a button that speeds up movement and speeds up time, so you can take it all at double speed. And interestingly, Final Fantasy XII actually did this in its re-release. You can make a case for that, but then all of a sudden you have a game that's playing at 2 times speed. So you're actually like compromising the game for the function, and a lot of games try to like preserve themselves as games. That's all it is. You very quickly compromise why people want to play the game in the first place for a very diehard group of people who don't even care about the game. I don't know. Now I'm just rambling and repeating, but there's a point in there. There's a point in there.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced on the bosses in this game. I still think
How else would you like the bosses to be?
Honestly, again, feeling like you're constantly working towards, you know, defeating the boss feels like the best solution. Even if you're not actually doing damage to it, standing around is not fun.
Okay, so how many health sponges can you add before people want something different?
Probably not many.
And that's the whole thing. So you're just seeing a lot of implementations of different things. And people are always asking for skill-based shit and stuff like that. So adding a small, tiny point that you have to aim at, tiny point that you have to aim at when they're moving, like that's... They're just trying to address those kind of concerns. It just doesn't work because of the kind of game it is.
I don't necessarily know about skill-based stuff, but I don't know, like, you have 2 different weapons available. 3 different weapons. You have your melee weapon, you have your secondary, and you have your primary. I mean, just for a simple boss mechanic that I'm sure could be fleshed out a little bit more is, I mean, you could have a boss that maybe changes forms that you need to use a certain type of weapon on. You need to use your secondary that do the most damage. You need to use your...
So they already have similar types of that.
I know they have the stupid fucking whatever I hate those guys, but that's because it's damage types. And that's where I think it goes wrong, because damage types, you may not have those equipped with you. And there's still a chance that you might not have a secondary and a melee weapon equipped with you. But the thing is when you go into the boss fight, at least you know what to expect. Like, those fuckers, you're going into a level on Lua, and the fucking whatever, Sentients, I think is what they're called, just show up. Yeah. And it's like, oh, great, I've been, leveling up this trash gear that I can kill every other enemy on this level, but none of it has any fucking elemental damage on it, and this fucker came here, and he just appears everywhere. I can't get away from him. I hate those things.
Yeah, but that's why they added the operators. Like, those Sentients are now, you use the operator for those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like the entire mechanic of you use the operator for the Sentients and for those guard guys that you fought in the quest. Like they added as a general mechanic what you're actually talking about in the operator.
Okay. So, I mean, that's just one quick, simple, dirty idea.
Something like that can sometimes kind of work, but what normally would happen is what you'd be asking for. Okay, if I was to flesh this out, okay, so what you're asking for is not actually designing a weakness. What you're asking for is designing an immunity to everything but. Okay, because if you just had a weakness, people will get a strong enough weapon and they'll bypass it with scaling. So you're asking for an immunity. So then you have to deal with people who, what if you run out of ammo for your bow and there's no more, or for your main weapon, or the weapon that you need and it's not there? What if you didn't equip something because you were doing, you were doing a shum shum? I don't know, what's it called? You were leveling up a dumb weapon, or you were trying to put more experience into your primary so you didn't equip a secondary. What if you're playing a melee-based frame, or you're playing a ranged-based frame and you don't have like good melee attacks? Like, the game wants you to play your own way, so it's trying to give you sort of, if anything, the distilled Warframe is play the game your own way. We're going to give you things that you can tweak to be able to deal with the challenges. So I think making it so that 2/3 or 3/4 of your arsenal are completely useless probably isn't the best way to address that kind of thing. And instead using the archetypes that they have in magnetic, corrosive, explosion, toxic are probably a better way to do it. But the problem is then infinite scaling comes in. I don't know. It's not as when you look at boss mechanics, the problem is that you're just going to be talking about novelties, and you're not your argument, or not your argument. Your concern isn't actually with the boss mechanics, it's with how do you keep a novelty fresh. That's literally where it boils down to, every single fucking time. And the thing is, you can't. If this was my game, I would make it so that you don't repeat bosses.
Well,
like, you do a boss once for the story, and that's it.
And that was going to be the second point I made, is that, I mean, they have all these missions that people grind, especially back before they changed it to just having the void fissures. You just grinded tower missions for fucking prime parts. I mean, this game is known for grinding missions out. I mean, they could just as easily move some of this stuff. Grinding for the parts in a mission. They have, what are they called? Swordies now? Which are like high level shit. I haven't done one before, but I imagine you get stuff from that. I mean, they could have something similar. Like, I don't know, somewhat difficult exterminate mission for, I don't know, fucking Excalibur parts.
But I mean, that's technically what they do with the alerts already.
Right. And that's totally fine.
Yeah, no, so I mean,
I don't have a problem with that.
What you're asking is saying just put the loot pool of bosses into other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's broadening the loot tables, and that's fine. But then what if they want to distinguish specific items as a separate rarity, like they want them on a different loot table, which is what the Warframe parts are. Like, the things that are on bosses are separate to, like, Zephyr cosmetic health. Did we lose again?
Yes.
Yeah, why aren't we good?
Because I don't have. Because I don't have.
That 40% of the damage. Oh, I'm so much better than you.
Oh shit, man. Well, that's what I was. They could have,
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I was saying. Is I mean, they could have effectively like the tower again, but the tower could be mission specific to Warframe drops.
like have a specific tower that's only Warframe drops.
Yeah, sure. Or certain missions within the tower could be just Warframe drops. Like, what about the junctions? Like, what if you if we look at the Void now, right? There's like 4 branches, right? We could always just expand it to more, but maybe you'd go through like branches 1, 2, 3, and then you get to a final mission that drops the parts, but the mission would just be more or less a normal mission. I mean, that still adds the challenge,
Yeah, so it just seems like you're now you've pivoted into, instead of the bosses themselves being the problem, you actually care about the loot distribution.
More or less, because, I mean, the problem, as you were saying, is that the problem is that we grind these bosses, right? So,
Yeah.
if just getting rid of the grinding of the bosses would fix the problem, then yeah, I guess now it becomes a loot distribution problem, then rather the actual boss.
So here's the thing. So, and this is where what's that term? Solipsism comes into play. So, let's say they decide to put Warframe parts in Arcwing missions. But you hate Arcwing missions, because there are people who love them, people who hate them. If you start getting frustrated because you hate doing them, you would have that same sort of like, fuck, man, like, just put the Arcwing stuff in the Arcwing, give me the Warframe somewhere else, and you would want to move it. Like, as I'm sure, like, we're both sitting, you're sitting here and you're like, oh, I hate this phased thing, I want to feel like I'm doing something. I'm sure that there are people who love killing the bosses in this game. Right? So, like, all it is the boss is one type of content. Right? Like, and it has rewards there now, and what with that pivot, you're basically now just saying, I want the rewards, but I hate doing the content to get those rewards. And I think at that point, Warframe would have to see or decide, like, is there an audience that enjoys doing those bosses? And if they take away that form of content, do they replace it? And then where do they put that loot? Like, that's a separate, that's like a 3-step or a 3 issues that would have to be addressed, like, individually. Which is fine. Because I agree with you. I don't think bosses should be a repeatable type of content. But I still think that there are nerds who like to kill the jackal.
Well, so, I mean, the easiest solution to at least that, the people who still like to kill it, is the boss can be repeatable. It just doesn't need to drop, necessary parts, right? Like, if you just feel like doing it, then you just start the boss mission. It might drop some, I don't know, like rare mats like they've always done. You might get neural sensors or whatever. That's the one that I always grinded for.
But why wouldn't they, with a separate piece of content, right? Because doing a boss is different than doing a run, which is different than doing a tower, which is different than doing a survival. Why wouldn't they put an individual loot table to that? Because what you're basically asking is, make this piece of content that I don't like meaningless. Or make this piece of content that I don't like, do it in a way that nothing is gated behind that I don't like.
But it's not meaningless, even as it is now. Like, grinding the bosses, the only meaning that they have now at this point is for the Warframe parts. But they already do have a purpose. Like, you can't do these junctions without killing the boss on that planet.
Yeah, I see that, but that for the first time, for sure. But after that, like, they have spent time developing the boss fight, and they're just using that boss fight as a piece of content that you can fuck with, right? Like, it's like if they designed the Archwing, right? And they're like, oh, the Archwings are really cool, let's use it in a story mission. And then at the end they're like, okay, well, we have all this Archwing design, let's just make some Archwing missions. And then you're like, that meaning of, okay, that you did it for a reason doesn't devalue that they're going to use that type of content and then offer rewards to it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a game designer, so.
I'm just saying it's a slippery slope. It's a
Yeah.
slippery slope between what they fuck with.
And I understand, and I'm also probably not the best person to criticize this game because I think there's a lot of games with this problem. I feel like I get trapped into a Skinner box, but it's a Skinner box that I leave not completely unhappy with, unlike fucking, what was that game, Skyforge?
I don't think I played Skyforge.
Is that what it's? Starforge? What?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
The one
Yes.
that you called, like, fucking reality TV.
Yeah.
Like, I left that game and I was just bitter at my time that I spent with it. At least with this game, I feel like I get trapped into a Skinner box, but I don't feel bitter towards this time I spent with it. But it also, I don't know, I have some problems with the game. It's kind of like almost not the type of game for me. Almost.
Yeah, no, I mean, it happens. Like that's completely cool. The crazy thing is, and this is super unpopular opinion, and this is something that if you say on the internet, people will fucking read me for, is the problem with 90% of game design, more recently, is that they're listening to hardcore players. And hardcore players meaning people who play more than an hour a day.
Yeah.
And they're actually the problem. Because, like, that's an issue for a lot, like, oh no, I have to grind bosses, isn't really an issue if you're only going to grind like, if the most you're going to do is just a couple boss runs a night, or a couple boss runs a month. But it's the people who are like, oh my god, I've identified that I need Rhino Prime, and so I'm going to run this boss fight until I get it. And then by run 30, you're like, oh my god, this is the worst. So, like, I don't know, it seems like it's a problem that only exists to a small subset of people, and it's a big problem to those people, but it's not an issue, like, at all.
Right.
At all.
At all.
Because, like, now, because, like, you've kind of seen my willy-nilly, I'm just kind of choosing a random mission, right? If I randomly chose a mission and it was a boss mission, I wouldn't groan or roll my eyes, whereas some of the more diehard people might. Some of the diehard people might be like, why did you choose this mission? What's the reward? Then they see the reward and say, like, why did you choose this mission? I don't need this. Why did you choose this boss? I know the entire loot table, and I already have everything that they have. Like, there are people who play the game completely different and have already been jaded, and they've now stopped playing the game, and they're playing the functions behind the game.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, people play games as just time. Like, they go like, oh, I'm gonna put in 1 hour, and in 1 hour I should make X amount of progress, or I should get half of this gun, or whatever. And as soon as those equations get a little bit off base, they get mad.
Well, I mean, I can kind of understand that too, because, I mean, there's a certain point where it kind of feels like the game's just wasting your time, whether you're a hardcore player or not, right? Like, I remember grinding for Nova Prime, and you said running a mission like 30 times, but you're not far off when I was trying to get Nova Prime. Like, I ran fucking Derelict Survival, I don't know, probably 20, 25 times before I finally got the last part that I needed. And it's like, I log in every day, and I just want this one fucking frame. Just for the love of God, just please. Just drop this one fucking part. And, I mean, it's even worse with, like, with that, because with the Derelict Survival, it's rotation C, which means at 20 minutes it has a chance to drop. Which means at least 20 minutes of playing one mission for one chance. Like, normally I just like to just play this game as it is. I mean, that's why one of my favorite Warframes is Zephyr, even though practically no one in this game likes Zephyr, but I love Zephyr because it's a goofy frame.
See,
but sometimes...
if you do that, right? Okay, so here... Just shum shum bada boom boom. If the time-based stuff, so let's say survival and defense, right? Those are time-based missions, and they're different than exterminate and capture, because that's like the novelty of those things, is that you're not like kill as many enemies. It's not deathmatch, it's not whatever, it's a different type of content. If for some reason they decided to make the same loot drop in every single type of content, right? people like your concern would be alleviated, because then you could play the game your way, and it might, the randomness of the loot, because it's one giant table on the same, doing exterminate and then doing defense, like you don't have a better chance on any of them. But you could literally, you don't have to wait until 15 minutes to get your one roll on the loot. That could alleviate a lot of people's problems. But the whole thing is that at that point, then there becomes a best. And so the same people who are like hunting down that frame and know that there's a rotation C, okay? Because not everyone knows about the rotations. So you're the kind of person that at that point, you would find out that, oh, you know what? Even though the same reward drops everywhere, it's best to do a Lua survival, because you can do it in the fastest amount of time and it gives you the most loot drops. And so even though the game has given you the freedom, what you'd call a meta or a best case would happen, and the same sort of criticisms you would have about something different. Well, then you'd be like, oh my god, I have to do this Lua another time? Or, oh my god, I've done this defense 30 times and I haven't even seen anything I like?
Oh, well, my complaint is not that they move it. I understand why that it's in Derelict Survival. I'm not asking that they just have, like, a universal drop table for mission types. You're just talking about the people who just, they groan at this kind of stuff because they're the ones who have to replay it all the time, rather than just, like, they look at the numbers rather than actually looking at the game. But the game is kind of designed around, just like as I said earlier, it's about grinding for cool stuff so you can get more cool stuff, right? And so it's very easy to fall into that trap sometimes.
Do you think that it's the majority or the minority of people who know that there's an existence of the different loot rotations on survival or defense? Like an honest question.
I think there is a majority that knows about it, but I would say...
So you think at least 51% of the players of Warframe know that there are different loot tables that repeat, I think, was it every 4? There's like 4 of them?
Yeah.
A, B, C, D?
No, just A, B, C. It's 3.
Maybe they changed that, because I feel like I've done defense and gotten different... Maybe it's different.
No, well, because it goes... they technically should consider... in a sense, I would consider C the D, just because of the order that they go. It goes A, B, C.
Okay. Yeah, the way I just was like, you have to get to minute 20 before you actually...
Yeah, No, I had to refresh my memory on that one, actually, recently when I came back. I forgot.
So both of us who have played this game for probably over 100 hours each, we were very unclear about it. You think that you think more than 51% of the audience of this game, both on console and PC, know about something like that, and then take it a step further and look on message boards and forums to then pinpoint a specific item and hunt it down?
Well, when you throw console in the mix, I would say no. On PC, I would say yes, but with console in there, no.
So here's like it's a pretty decent rule of thumb, and this is something that I've gotten, like these are the numbers that I've actually gotten from like developers who I've spoken with. Nowadays, because of Reddit, okay, and it's funny because these numbers are almost accurate because of Reddit, most of the people who are going to spend time and learn about the game outside of the game are on Reddit. Okay, it's like a startling amount, and what game designers have done, I've heard, is that they take the active amount of Reddit users or the total subscribers if it's a new game, they double it just for a room for error, and then they say that's the percent of players who need the nitty gritty super, those are the people who are playing more than 4 hours a day. And if you think about it, like if you care about the background information, visiting Reddit is where you're going to find it. It's an aggregator at this point.
Right. That
still only equates to single-digit percentages of the populations of games. Single digits.
Well, mind you, I'm not actually in one of those 4 hours a day players, at least not anymore with Warframe. I really only play games on weekends. Although, this past week I've logged into Warframe for like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, done a couple missions, and then, that was it for the day. But
if you've played games in this type of way before, you become one of those players. This is a separate thing. Especially MMOs, you can be a hardcore casual player, and those are almost like people with casual time but hardcore goals. So like you deciding like, oh, I'm gonna farm this one specific item, or you knowing like, oh, Draco is the place. I don't know if Draco's still the place, but knowing like where you go to grind for XP, like being aware of that makes you a non.
I'm glad you know about Draco.
You're no longer a normal player.
Draco veterans for life.
Yeah, but like just knowing that makes you part of that like elusive single percent. It was crazy. Like when in MMOs and stuff, like I remember it shocked everybody when it was like, out of the people who raided, if you went online, it seemed like everybody and their mom was raiding, and it ended up being like 2% of the total population actually stepped foot in a raid. Like that's crazy, right? Like online, raids are all everybody talks about.
It was all WildStar ever talked about. How many people made it there?
Yeah, WildStar's a weird game. I knew WildStar wouldn't work just because the art style. Nobody likes sci-fi. Like sci-fi doesn't work, and mixing sci-fi with Western is even dumber.
But what about like Outlaw Star and like?
What?
Yeah. And what was that one? This is sci-fi western. It's been done before. What was the other one? Trigun. Trigun.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are not popular games.
They're not games. They're anime.
Isn't Trigun an anime?
Yeah, they're anime.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a game. I don't know, but I was talking about the anime.
Yeah, like there are lots of games that have tried to just be solely on like not anime, sci-fi or westerns, but they don't have a large enough player base. And then if you mix that with like the cartoon aspect of fucking that WildStar had, you're just like you're not gonna get enough people.
Yeah. I don't necessarily have a problem with cartoonish styles. I don't necessarily have a problem with sci-fi. I don't necessarily have a problem with western. It's just kind of the way, I don't know. I don't want to talk about WildStar as an old game. That is...
Yo, Warframe's older than WildStar.
Yeah, but it's still relevant, unlike WildStar.
Yeah, that's old.
But it's
WildStar
true.
has some heroes in Master X Master right now.
What's Master X Master?
Oh, it's like a weird, like, co-op-y, PvE, MOBA-y kind of game. Surprised you haven't heard about it. I thought it was supposed to be big in China or Japan.
Yeah, but I don't really speak the language, nor do I really play with other players here.
You haven't heard a Master X Master? You ever heard that?
No.
That's my really bad, terrible impression.
No, it was great. Are you sure it's not China? Here most people just play mobile games.
Dude, I am playing so many mobile games now. Oh my god, non-stop. Just non-stop.
Oh, and they play Phantasy Star Online here as well. And that's pretty much Japan. Japan is Phantasy Star Online and then mobile games.
Yeah.
And I don't have a phone. I have my Chinese phone and it works on my Wi-Fi, but once I leave my house it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, a lot of those mobile games you could use like an emulator on your computer too. Although at that point, when you're playing on your emulator or on an emulator at home, instead of your phone, you could be playing something else.
Yeah. I'm a little too hardcore of a player to do mobile games, to subject myself to mobile games. Unless I'm on the train, then I would play some, but...
Dude, mobile games are fucking great. Okay, so many mobile games are actually good. No. Okay, yo, I'll rant forever. Fucking Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is the best turn-based game that has existed in, like, the last decade.
Would you be upset if I told you... No, you wouldn't be upset. I don't know why I even said that, but I didn't even bother to watch your Brave Exvius video.
Oh, that's fine. But it's like, yo, real talk, Brave Exvius, fucking great game. Fucking solid, fucking great game.
If it means anything, though, I watched all your other videos. I normally don't comment anymore, just because.
Thank you, Nolan.
You're welcome.
I had this guy.
I was waiting for you. I was stalking your last video that you uploaded, the last fix, because I posted the whole lyrics to
Flowbot's one of the ones I saw. I rolled my eyes so hard.
I was waiting for you to like it, and I was sad when I never saw the heart from Fevir.
Oh, I saw it, but when I'm on my phone, I can't it doesn't let me like stuff very easily.
Oh.
Because my fingers are so fat, and there's like 9 icons in the space of like an inch.
Yeah.
So I could very easily ban you.
Alright, I understand. That's fair. I don't want you to ban me just because you wanted to like one of my comments.
But I did see it, right? I said that I saw it before you mentioned what it was.
Okay. Alright. I don't feel so upset anymore.
I had this guy the other day. He was like, "Hey man, just to let you know, I live in Finland, and I watch all your videos, and I also make sure that when I'm not home, that one of your playlists is going on at my house all the time to up your views." And I was like, "That's the most adorable and weird thing you could ever send somebody in a message." And then it was funny because I was thinking about it though. The way like the YouTube algorithm works, like that, not only is that good for like it's kind of good for a YouTuber, but my audience is like 90% in like Finland and Norway, and like it's like very northeastern Scandinavian Europe, and if there's like 6 people doing that, they might have propagated it, and that's why I have all these fucking Finland people. So if that guy, I gotta tell that guy, I gotta thank him for all these Yodas. So if you're watching every video, I'm gonna get some Japanese people.
Maybe, yeah. I've noticed whenever I start like looking up videos on YouTube, there's actually apparently a lot of English YouTube channels that are.
I'm clicking on Void Relic one.
Okay,
that's to go in and click Avoid Relic or something.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of English YouTube channels, like for example, so like my school, they what is this, Lith? Oh, this has a Soma Prime part, so I'll equip my Radiant Lith Relic. Anyways, so my school has they use these songs, the like English songs in the morning, and I was looking them up because I wanted to put some on a CD to have my own CD to use for the kids. And so I was looking them up on YouTube, and they're all actually Japanese YouTube channels that just have like English songs. And I noticed actually whenever like I Google stuff, like the channel may seem like a pretty American channel, but then I like go through it and it's like, oh, this is actually a Japanese channel. It's like, oh, YouTube.
I've seen a lot of Asian channels do like. Sometimes they won't have their own content though. They'll just like playlist all these other content channels that they like as well. Have you seen that?
Nope.
I was wondering if that was like more common overseas, because like I get a lot of like content. What are they called? Like not content claims, content copies. Like I'm made aware if somebody rips one of my videos and puts it on their channel by YouTube's system, and then I check the system, and it's like some like it's always Chinese or Japanese or like squiggly lines, and all they've done is they just like take the videos that they like, and the way that they kind of interact is just like these are the people that they like, and it's almost like they're trying to promote it as opposed to rip it and profit off of it, which is kind of weird. I don't know.
I guess that would be okay. They're not uploading your whole library, are they? They're just like...
No, just like one-offs of videos that they like, but you'll see that it's like their entire channel might, let's say it's about RuneScape. Every video will be about RuneScape, and it'll just be like their favorite videos that they found about RuneScape. It's like making a playlist, except instead of just adding it to a playlist, they're uploading them.
Yeah. I guess that works. It's probably not Chinese though. I have.
It's one of those silly languages.
It's probably not Chinese though, since YouTube's blocked there.
But it could be Chinese people. Chinese people.
It could be Chinese people. Oh, this is a capture. Is it? No, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think you walked right past the capture target.
I'm not the capturer, I'm the killer. I just kill everything, dog. That's what I do. Wait, can we fail a capture mission?
Yes, we can. But it's okay.
Go get him.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Don't worry, I got my Zafir equipped. Nothing can beat...
tornadoes.
Nothing can beat my Zafir. Yeah, my tornadoes don't do shit, but I built my Zephyr for duration, so they will stay on the field for fucking ever.
They look so goofy.
What's even better is, so my first skill is like a dash, and that is affected by duration, like how far you will dash. So by building for duration, I can just dash forever.
Like just a constant slide?
Yep.
Huh.
With efficiency, a little bit of efficiency, so it doesn't use too much of my energy. Yep.
I don't have any efficiency mods. I feel like most of the builds I saw, they almost all used efficiency mod too.
It depends. Like, if your frame is more a DPS type of frame, then typically I see, like for Ember, I see a lot of people sacrifice efficiency for more power.
Yeah. Well, I just meant like more of the fun builds that are like, you know, constant stealth or constant anything is always efficiency. And that's the fun stuff. Dude, I still need one reactant. I haven't seen a bad guy in like 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you reset the alarm, you son of a bitch. How are they gonna know I'm here?
I don't know. They'll spawn in and then just see you.
Will they, though?
They're supposed to, but I don't know where they are.
They don't look like they're spawning. Maybe it's because you killed that capture target.
No, it should keep going. I usually hang out and capture missions after I... Like, to level up shit. Like, usually I will go into capture missions sometimes and capture the target and then just hang out here. Look for stuff, like materials.
Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, no, those like no dudes. Yo, do you have 10?
I do, so there's got to be some back here.
Yeah, there's one way in the back there. Yeah. Yo, you sound gross when you cough. You feeling alright?
I don't know what it is. Lately, I've had this pretty awful cough. It hasn't gone away either.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Like not like gross, but just like sounds like your lungs are all fucked up.
Probably because China.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I thought I was like fucking Superman when I went there, and for like the first 2 months, I refused the person I lived with. I refused her offer to get a air purifier. No, an air purifier for my bedroom. Masks too, I suppose. And like on the second month, like during, I don't know, pretty much the whole of the second month, I just found that I was like, every time I'd go to bed, I would just have these awful fucking coughing fits. It was fucking terrible, and I felt like shit too. So then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and take you up on that offer for the air purifier. And then it was magic. It was almost like the next day, the minute I got it installed, it was gone. Yay, China!
Oh shit, fucking mobs just spawned back here. That's fucking hilarious. That's how I get with, if I forget to change out my air conditioner vent, like the filter or whatever.
See, I think
I'll be the same way, like just like completely, lungs are fucked up, fluid, coughing, allergies, and then I change it and it's like night and day the next second. Everything's gone.
See, I think actually that's what it is. It just happened to be, coincidentally, some of the teachers had been getting sick with an awful cough. That for a while I was thinking my cough was just that. Like, I caught what they had, but it's been a while now, and I think it actually just was poor timing that I might need to change the filter on my AC. And I was going to do that today. But I'm probably going to go back to sleep after I'm done streaming for a little bit.
If you die, can I have your Crunchyroll account?
I don't have a Crunchyroll.
Whoa, that was a blind guess, but I would have never guessed you did. What do you use for your fucking weeaboo shit?
Torrents.
What? You don't pay for your anime?
I pay for the anime that I like.
This guy. Is there a service that I can watch that has fucking dubbed anime on it though? That's my problem right now.
I think Netflix mostly uploads a lot of dubbed anime.
Yeah, but it's all shit in Canada. Like, there's like nothing. It's only the popular ones that I've already seen.
Well, a lot of anime doesn't get dubbed.
Especially, no, but I
Especially
can still find a lot of them online. Like things like I want to watch Parasite. Like that's my next. I want to watch. I also want to watch Tokyo Ghoul.
Did that get dubbed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I found a dub of it. I don't know if it's like professionally dubbed, but I found them. There might be fan dubs actually, if I'm whatever. But if I Google it, I see it.
The old sub not dub war took its toll, and I think now not as many anime get dubbed.
Well, the dumb thing is that I still want to like. I don't like watching stuff on my computer, so I'd rather just like sign up to Crunchyroll and have it like other places. Whoa, what's this?
God, why am I coughing so much now?
Yeah, I just need a good source. I need a good source and a list of shit to fuck with.
A list of shit to fuck with?
Yeah, like after I finish these two, I need to figure out some other shows to watch. Hopefully, by the time I finish this like 3 series, the fucking season 2 of Attack on Titan will be done.
Probably not. I haven't watched anime in a long time, actually. I haven't watched any anime since I moved to Japan. Why am I coughing so much?
I think you're dying, man.
I might be dying. I want to take a sip, but I'm afraid I'm going to start coughing. Take a sip of my soda. Maybe that'd make me not cough so much. Hang on, I'm going to mute my microphone while I have a brief coughing fit. Maybe it's, I did get the sickness and I need to change my filters.
Probably. I bet you those things stack up.
Yep.
When I get sick, I act like such a baby. So, you can whine about it all you want.
Well, the thing is, I don't really feel sick. I just have this cough. I don't know. Anyways.
What's hijack? What's hijack?
Hijack is, kind of like that, Team Fortress game type where you, like, lead a cart across the map.
Oh, so it's gonna be cancer?
It's not that bad, honestly. The cart moves a little bit slow, but they keep a steady stream of enemies. It does drain your shield to move, so if you're using are you still using your Equinox?
Yes.
Okay, then that's fine. I was gonna say if you're using a low-level frame, then you might want to let me go ahead and lead it, because I'd have more shield. But never mind, you're fine. I love how I can dash forward, but then this latency totally stops me because I get to the door and I have to wait.
That's kind of funny. The dash looks silly though when you do it.
I know, and that's why I love that's why I love Zephyr.
Fucking goofy bastard.
I don't know with the new Earth, but the old Earth tile set that they had, you could use Zephyr to break the game. You could get outside of the map, and then you could totally just like walk around and just, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing there. It's like any other time you break a game. It's like, well, obviously the developers didn't intend for you to get here, so it's cool to look at, but it's like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, there's nothing actually there to do.
Yeah.
See.
You can watch the game load in its tile pieces. That's, I thought, kind of cool if you want to look at how the technology works. Which goes back to, this was a point I was going to make. I don't think I actually made it in the video that you made when you talked about them releasing the open world thing. This game is very reliant on its tile building for also its performance, because I don't know about you, but I get ridiculously good performance out of this game, and it's optimized because basically it loads effectively one tile at a time. And so I'm wondering how its performance is going to handle when it actually has an open world.
You'll probably have the tiles loading exactly the same way with just a butt of the world there, because it's not huge, and it's still only, there's 4 people in the map. Like, it's still just your squad.
Yeah, I didn't read much on it. You probably told me more information about it than I even read. I just saw the headline "Open World announced," and then I read like 2 sentences on that, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," but I could see some problems with that. I don't know. I kind of feel like this. I don't know. It's too early to make judgments, but preliminary judgments say it. I don't know if it really fits this kind of game, but I don't know.
Whoa, the games are all like, okay. So this is what I told my other buddy. When you play this game on certain maps, right? If you took away the walls, that's how big the open world is going to be. So you're already technically playing in the game world that you're going to be in. It's just that you're playing an indoor version. So it's just an outdoor version of whatever you're already playing.
So it's really not that big.
No, it's smaller than any other open world game that you think about, and with the way and speed that you move in Warframe, it would be like great. Like, you're gonna move through it so fast. I think it's comparable with Grand Theft Auto 2. I think that's the same size of the world. So for the old PlayStation.
Right.
But in the old Grand Theft Auto, you didn't have an Archwing, you know?
Yeah. Or a Zephyr. Actually, I still think an Archwing is faster than Zephyr. I don't know. I didn't read anything about the size, so I don't know what to expect. At that size, I mean, it might be a little bit more appropriate for this game. I don't know. The minute I hear open world, I'm just thinking of, like, Ubi-style open worlds that, you know, just span for quite some distance. Also with towers to climb. Can't forget those towers.
Mm-hmm. And those fucking eagle eye points.
Yep.
No, but like, even like, look at this room that we're in right now. This is like very open worldy. Like, if this just went on, that's all it's like. Actually, you know what game I think people had said? Have you played Shadow of Mordor?
Nope.
Oh my god, that's like the only open world game worth playing.
But I can say I've seen some of it because James, who I guess is not in the stream anymore, he played it.
Yeah, like, that's the kind of world it is. Like, it's an open world, but it's not like massively sprawling and big. Like, I don't know, it just feels like you'd have to play the game, because you can run from one end of Shadow of Mordor to the other in 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe.
I'm about to die, by the way, so you might want to get prepared to revive me.
Why are you so bad?
Because, yeah, I've been just tanking, missiles to my face. From that fucking bombarder over there. Fuck that guy.
It's the Nox that fucks me up. The
Yeah, those guys too.
Ass, yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think the toxic damage, like, just cuts right through your shield.
Yeah. Poisonous or whatever, that toxin.
Yeah.
Oh, without a hitch? Oh, man.
No, I went down at the end.
No, I got some weird... I think it was probably like a Steam achievement or something.
Oh. Oh, my Shadavar is almost level 30. Yay. Halfway there. Or halfway through 29. That's what I'm trying to say.
I hear that. Alright, I probably got like one more and then I'm gonna go get some dinner. So choose whatever mission you want. Tell me if I need to put on real weapons.
710.
Yo, I'll put the Dreadbow on. Oh, the Dreadbow's on, baby.
Okay. We're gonna end on a high note then. Let me equip my Trinity. And some good weapons on Trinity. The Gorgon is definitely not a good weapon.
I don't know why you gotta say it like that. I've been really enjoying my Gorgon.
And I'll equip my... what else? My Brack!
Or I still don't know how high I can go because I don't know how to play the game. Like, I still don't know what my Equinox does. But we should be able to kill things.
I'm not even entirely sure what Equinox does. It has a good crowd control skill. I think in the night form that puts the enemies in a pretty reasonable radius to sleep.
Yeah, no, but a lot of problem with those things, like, I push the buttons. And I know that there's some CC. I know one of them gives me armor and damage, and I'm supposed to swap in between to maintain that buff. But I don't have, like, a build or the mods to make it consistent. So you might see CC, maybe, eventually, sometime, but I don't, like... I can't play the frame like a real player because I don't have the energy mods or the efficiency or the range or any of that stuff. All right, what can we do? What can we do? How powerful are you?
My Trinity will, as long as I don't play my Trinity like trash, which last time I played Trinity I was pretty bad, but I can keep you alive through practically anything.
Yo, want to go to this level 50-60 sortie? Captain Vor's Forces? Are we going to be able to do that?
I'm scared of new things. I haven't tried a sortie yet, though.
Me neither. Let's do it.
We can try. We can try our damnedest. Problem is if it's too difficult, I'm going to spend all my time healing you and not enough time actually doing damage, so... Oh.
Yeah, I'll push buttons.
Oh. I have to complete the War Within.
Oh, you can't even come to the sortie?
Nope.
Oh, I guess I'm alone right now in this fucking mission.
Good luck out there, soldier.
I'm gonna hit something with my bow, see if I kill it, and then I'll jump out of here.
Let's see, what do we got for void, or not void, fissures. Yeah, void fissures, whatever.
Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to kill shit. Oh. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Is that happening?
No, you can do it. I believe in you. Try your best.
Oh my god, not a chance.
All
right, what are we doing? We're doing a void fissure.
Yep. Could you send the invite again?
What void fissure?
There is a defense meso void fissure. Why did it not let? Oh no, okay, never mind. Let's see. On. Yep, Gulliver. Let's see, what do we have for relics? Dacra, Orthos, Sarin Prime Systems, Nova Prime, Neuroptics. I don't even know what there is in Meso. Do I have the Galantine Prime Blade? I don't know if I do. Bratton, Burston, Lex, Valkyr, Galatine, Helios. I don't know. I'll just equip. Which one do I have the most of? I have a bunch of these D1 relics. Now, if I don't play like trash, I think you should be okay.
I'll be fine here. This is easy peasy. No, I hate defense. I think defense is my least favorite.
Really?
I think survival is the best, yeah.
Yeah, I do prefer survival, honestly. I used to... It's one thing I'm sad to see the tower go away, is that there used to be a low-level... Like, I think there was a T1 survival, and that used to be my favorite just to check, like, my skill level, to see, like, how far I could go.
Mm-hmm.
I think I used to be able to get 90 minutes into a T1 survival.
It's so gross. Why would you... 90 minutes, that's... Shit. I get to like the 15 minutes and I'm just like, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. I need to change the scenery.
I don't know, it was always fun to me. I mean, it's not like something I did every day. It's not like, oh, here we go, time to go for 90 minutes. It's just like, you know, once in a while I'd be like, I've gotten a bunch of new stuff. Let's see how far I can make it now.
You did it every day, didn't you? Don't lie.
No, I didn't. I promise.
Every other day.
No, almost. See, now if you push buttons, you should have plenty of energy. I'll keep your energy topped up. Push buttons, man. Push buttons.
Yeah, I don't need to push no buttons out when I got this dread bow equipped.
Oh, there's also... Have you gone to Barrow Kitir, whatever his name is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't? He's the Void Trader. He sells valuable stuff. Although this week, he doesn't have that much interesting stuff. He comes every other week. And
oh, the Ducket guy.
Yeah. Ducket?
Alright, yeah.
Is that how you say it?
The Ducats.
That's how I said it, but I don't really know how you pronounce it. I mean, I know how to pronounce it because I'm an English teacher. That's what I do. I know everything about it.
Yo, what's a proposition? What's a preposition, dog?
What's a proposition?
Preposition, you heard me.
It's,
What's a past participle? What's that? No?
I think...
Teach me some English.
Aren't prepositions the ones that tell you, like, where something
You're
is?
the
Like,
English
up,
teacher, you
down,
tell me.
around, under... Yeah, but I teach English to kindergarten kids. I don't need to know, like, advanced English.
You'd think, though, that you would, right?
Not really. I mean, the most they do nouns, verbs, and adjectives, and that's really it.
They learn fast?
Yeah. I mean, the whole school it's like an immersive learning environment, so, like, we're not allowed to speak Japanese at all. No problem for me, since I don't really know Japanese, but you can get in trouble for speaking Japanese in the school. Kids and teachers both, so... Because they're there 8 hours a day just hearing English, they probably know more English than they know Japanese.
Yo, do the Asian people treat you good? Like, are the Asian girls interested in you?
I mean, that's what I hear from the other teachers, is that, like, Japanese women, like, are immediately dripping wet when they see a foreigner. I don't know how much I believe that, but, yeah.
When you talk to who?
Just Asian women when they talk to foreigners, any foreigner.
No, but who did you hear that from? Because that's what I heard.
Oh, the other teachers.
That's what I've heard, but I've never actually, I've never been down there to be a teacher, so.
You don't have to go to be a teacher. I mean, sometimes you can just visit. If you want. You know, go see Square Enix Studios. Platinum Studios is, like, right next to where I live.
I'm not a tourist, like, at all. Squirt, like, wifey always wants to go places. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't want to see shit. Like, if you want to go snowboarding, I'll go snowboarding. If you want to do a thing, but visiting a place just to visit a place, that's not me.
They got some slopes. They got some slopes in Japan.
Yeah, but I'd rather go somewhere cooler. Like, way cooler.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool that I live pretty close to Platinum Games. That's cool. You know, I asked them if I could take a tour of their studio, except they have a section on their website that says they do not have studio tours to the public. So they never answered my question because they just assumed I would look at their website, and I did look at their website.
But you asked anyway.
I asked anyways.
No, we had in Vancouver we have a big EA branch and Naughty Dog and a bunch of like kind of big places, and the studio tours are always so boring.
Oh yeah, I mean those are the big corporate ones anyways. Like I'm interested in Platinum because, well, it's Platinum, right? They do some of the best games out there.
No, they do a couple good games. It's not fair to say they do the best games out there, or some of the best. What do they do? Like Bayonetta and Vanquish? That's like it.
Those are the only ones on PC. Oh, and Nier. Except Nier is great on the PS4, but then you play on the PC and it's fucking garbage because apparently no one wants to patch the fucking game. Anyways, I'm still angry about it.
Those are decent games, but I mean
I fucking love Nier, despite having to fucking deal with so many fucking crashes. I finished the first story, and then I started the second story, and then it crashed twice, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm just.
Oh, you probably like the art style of it too, right?
Anime babes.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Android butt. Never enough.
Oh my God. Yo, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is having a fucking Nier crossover, so you can use those characters in the game.
I would play it, except I'm still fucking bitter. I'm gonna be bitter towards fucking Square and fucking Nier until they fucking patch the damn game. 4 motherfucking months! And not a single fucking patch! What is wrong with them?
What do they have to patch? What's wrong with it?
It has some performance problems, some major performance problems. Most people can brute force their way through it, and I probably have the hardware to brute force through it too, except that a rare few select people who own a GTX 780 have the game crashes the drivers. And NVIDIA's trying to...
GT 708080?
GTX 780? I do.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the...
So you're stuck?
Yes, unless I get a new fucking graphics card. And I can't tell you how tempted I am to do it because I really like that game.
You should be able to, like, maybe edit your save file or something. Like... Because it's local. You can probably edit a local save file.
What do you mean?
Like, is it just a specific part of the game? Like a cutscene or something?
No, it's just random crashes. It crashes the graphic driver.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, like, at a specific point.
No. It's just random. And, like, really random. Like, I've had it crash almost immediately upon boot up. I've had it play for, like, 3 hours. I've had it play for, like, 1 hour. There's no way to predict it. And here's the real problem. The game doesn't use an autosave system because it's trying to be fucking high art, and I get the fucking mechanical reason why they don't use fucking autosave in it, but because it crashes so often, it really fucking amplifies the frustration out of the fucking crashing, because it's like, oh great, I haven't fucking saved for the past hour, and it just fucking crashed. I look forward to doing all that shit again. Sorry, go ahead.
Aren't specific hardware issues like that more a problem with the drivers, though, as instead of the game?
It is.
Usually that's when the drivers have to patch, not the game.
Yes and no. I mean, it's the game is causing the drivers for the GTX 780 to crash, right? That's the problem, because the screen whites out when it happens. Like, the whole screen just goes white.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like,
and
the reason it would crash on that specific... piece of hardware and not other pieces of hardware, usually it's the a driver release happens to deal with it, because it normally is going to have something to do with the architecture.
Right.
Of the...
So I'm sorry, I've been pointing all my blame towards Square, but I'm also angry with NVIDIA because they have not released a driver for Nier at all. There's not been a game-ready driver at all for Nier since its release.
Maybe there's just no compatibility. I don't know how the drivers actually come to existence. Maybe they just can't. Maybe there doesn't exist one, or can't be one.
Oh, there's a fucking... I hate these things.
Yo, fuck that Bursa. I'm just leaving it alone.
Oh, it's dead. Wow, holy shit. Did you know you can hack the back panel and make them yours?
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. NVIDIA has given more of a comment on the situation than fucking Square, although no one has really said anything. Square basically said, we're investigating it. NVIDIA says, we are aware that there is a driver problem, and we're working on a patch for it. So that's like 10 more words than what Square said, but it's just as useless. And here we are, it's still fucking 4 months later, and there's not been a driver release, nor has there been a patch for the damn game. See, there's also other problems with the game, too, which is why it would just be nicer if Square just fucking patches the damn thing, is that it runs at 900p. You have to use, a mod to fucking make it run properly. And fix some minor performance issues, although with my graphics drivers, it's just... it doesn't matter. I'm not really too worried about performance right now. I'm just worried about it fucking running stable. The other option is... the other option is I can get a PS4. Apparently it runs just fine on a PS4. No problems there. I think they've also gotten some patches on the PS4. Why they don't release those patches on the PC? I don't know. I guess
they Nier patches, or are they PlayStation 4 patches for Nier?
That is a good question. I don't know.
Because it's much easier to do stuff when it's only one piece of hardware. That's like the draw of consoles.
Yeah. Orthos, I guess. I don't know. I have Fang Prime. I don't know. I'm angry with Nier. I was so excited when I finally got that game. Oh, you want it? Okay.
Oh, Extract, what a nerd. What a nerd.
Alright, well, keep going. That's fine. I mean, I paid practically full price for the game. I bought it on sale, on the summer sale, but games are more expensive here in Japan for whatever dumb fucking reason. So, rather than paying the equivalent of about $80, I paid the usual $60.
I found that I've been, like, more recently, when stuff like that happens, I tend to, like, not get outraged. I'm just like, if you emailed them and said, like, look, I'm one of those people with that thing, I want a refund. Most of the time, I bet you if you did that, they would give you a refund.
But I don't want a refund. Like, I want to believe because I do really like the game. I suffered through all of its crashes to get through one playthrough.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, the problem, though, that you're having might not have a fix. And that's just, like, that's like a risk that you take playing on PC.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a bunch of games that, like, playing on, like, an AMD card are just not optimized years and years and years and years later. It's not, like, AMD being a piece of shit or the game company. It's like, you can't make a single piece of software work amazing on, like, 900 different pieces of hardware and hardware combinations.
Well, I want to build a new PC anyways. So, like, I know it doesn't have any problems on the 1080. There are a few people reporting some problems, and I guess I could be one of those ones. I would hope that they would put at least a normal patch in there. It may not fix the 780 problem, but, you know, if they could at least patch some of the optimization issues, then hopefully that would patch the 1080 problems. I don't know.
But having the patch means that they have to have an answer. Like, they might not have the answer, and then a lot of times with optimization mods, which, like, because I'm pretty into modding scenes in, like, any game. A lot of times, when the mods that that fix optimization, they're actually making edits that the game designer would never make. So the things might exist, but and you can still like benefit from them, but you're never going to have the game actually make them publicly available because I don't know, it's a dirty edit or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I understand your frustration, but I think you gotta that's just part of the shit, you know?
Like,
it's part of the shit.
Okay, so here's what happened. So during the summer sale, I bought several games, and I bought Bulletstorm, the whatever Reloaded, whatever, the HD remake.
So you're like one of 4 people who have bought that?
Yeah, I guess so. I booted it up, and I had a random crash at the beginning. Honestly, I wasn't that interested. I'm not even really sure why I bought it, but because I had that one crash and I was already dealing with Nier, I just went ahead and refunded, and I don't have a problem. I'm not looking back. No problem there. It's just that I really liked Nier, and I just wish it wasn't broken. That's probably the more upsetting part. Like, if it was any other game, I probably wouldn't have a problem. But Nier is special.
Yep.
Or, at the very least, I could probably still deal with the crashes if it had an autosave system. Or, at the very least, a quick save function, so I could just drop a save anywhere. But no, you have to go to a specific save spot and save. But I know, that would destroy the artistic integrity of the game, and I don't blame him for that, but holy shit, it is a bad combination with an unstable game. Because, I mean, like, I have a modded Oblivion install going right now, and it's not the most stable installation of Oblivion. It crashes a lot, but you know what the thing is I can drop a save anywhere I fucking please, and so it doesn't bother me. Game crashes, whatever, I'll just reboot it. My last save was 2 minutes ago. I'm sure you might be familiar with this, with the heavily modded Skyrim. Although Skyrim's a lot more stable than Oblivion.
Yeah, Skyrim's stable. Oblivion is a little bit touchy, but Oblivion has a lot of nice tricks to make it super stable.
Yeah. It's probably because Oblivion just doesn't like scripts, is really what it is. Nor does really Skyrim either. Those are the most difficult for the games to handle. And I have a lot of mods that add a lot of scripts, and so it's like, you have these scripts that are running in the background, and then eventually it just, I don't know, hitches, and then...
Yeah, no, you probably just have script bloat. That's all it is. Probably just have too many. Like, the scripting language can only handle so much.
Yeah,
that's part of the nuance of modding, is knowing when and how much you can add to different parts. Yeah,
I'm usually kind of good about that, but at the same time, like I said, I don't necessarily have a problem with the crashing, because again, I can just at any time.
Yeah, auto saving.
Yeah, it auto saves. I use the console command. Just type in save game name. After you type that in, you can just open up the console, push up on the keyboard, hit enter. There you go. You just dropped a save. That quick. Don't even have to open up the menu.
Yup.
So, no problem there with a game that crashes a lot. I'll deal with that. I know it's my fault that the game crashes so much. So, Nier, on the other hand, I don't have any kind of control over this.
I think that's where like the crux of that ends up happening, is that you feel like you don't have control, like you feel powerless, and I think that's where people get frustrated when they vent. Yeah. And then they look at places to get mad, but it's not like, I know it's not a fair it's not like a fair comparison, but I mean.
But we also can't excuse developers for releasing a product that's broken.
We can, because it's not broken. It's broken for one specific piece of hardware out of hundreds, and there's no one like. Let's say you decide to make a game, right? Let's say right now you decide to make a game. The way that it works is you make your game, and then you'll have like a compiler or like something that allows you to export it to a specific thing, and then you hit it. You don't know the nuances of designing for, you know, video card A, B, C, D, E, F, G times 7,000. Yet now when you make that game, people are gonna shit on you because it doesn't work on this guy's fucking old fucking NVIDIA 3T. You know what I mean? Like, it's not excusing. There's so many variables. There's so much randomness. There's so much like out of the control of even the developer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, okay, so maybe in the case of Nier, it's because I do just fall into that unfortunate few. But what about other games that, like, let's take a good example of, like, Unity. That was a big shit show. Or what about Arkham Knight? Was that the one that got pulled from Steam?
The recent one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was, like, that's blatant. Like, that's different than your issue.
Yeah.
Like, that game was just, that was, like, rushed out. The QA testing was put, like, the bugs and shit were known. They just literally just didn't address it because they didn't have time and they had to rush to their date. Yours is a very isolated, specific bug.
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that it just runs at 900p, not 1080.
Yeah, but I mean, if they want it to run at 900p, then that's their call too. Like, I don't know. It's so weird because I hate to use the word entitlement, but like a lot of people, that's what it ends up boiling down to. Like they might have made the decision to make it run at 900p because it is more stable and consistent for all of their testing. And then somebody will make a mod that makes it run furthermore, or it might have the capacity to run furthermore, but it's unstable in specific situations, and that's why it wasn't included. Like there's nothing that should be guaranteed to the consumer outside of a working product, and if the working product doesn't work, then you should easily just be able to just, you know, get your money back for anything that you spent. That's literally the covenant between the consumer and the developer. Nothing really more than that.
So if they released a game that ran at 480p and was at 20 frames per second, would you find that acceptable?
I mean, I've played games that run at lower frames, but if I knew that it ran at that, I wouldn't buy it. Like that's the thing. And like if the game ran at 720 at 30 frames, right? That might be acceptable to me, and I'll buy it. I'll be happy with it. But buying it and then saying like, "What the fuck? How come this doesn't have 4K resolution?" That's kind of the problem. Is the entitlement of like people build up expectations, and then when games that have never actually made the claim that they're going to fulfill those expectations, when they fail to live up to each individual person's expectation, people get mad. That's the crux of my argument there. Like, why the fuck doesn't Nier have, you know, Twitch integration? You know, like, just wait. In 5 years, people are going to be complaining that games don't have Twitch integration because that's becoming more and more standard as we go on.
I suppose.
Nah, motherfucker. It's not I suppose.
I know this is...
I'm actually like I'm actually so sick of gamer entitlement. It hurts me. Like this is like a very obscure kind of basis of it. But so much frustration is I wanted this to be this way and instead it's that way, and then people get mad. Like literally, that is 90% of the like shitty population of gamers that exist in the
so this does not stand true for every game, but any game that markets itself as, you know, a next generation platform, that's sort of or next generation game, you know, that's in a sense saying it's going to take advantage of the technologies available, right? So if a game doesn't actually run,
but it could just mean the technology available for console and then it's ported to PC.
The technology available for the console should technically actually also handle some of this stuff, but they usually
some of it. Oh yeah, but like saying that also means that are you taking into consideration the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 4 Pro? Are you building it for the Xbox One X or are you building it for just the Xbox? Like if they're ambiguous terms, and you get disappointed when you as the consumer fill in the blanks to what that means. Like somebody saying, "Oh, but it's now a high definition game," and it's like, okay, and then someone's like, "Oh, it's gonna have 4K support. It's gonna have SLI support," and it doesn't, and then they're like, "What the fuck?"
Like, I don't know. That feels like that's the marketers misleading us. I mean, that's pretty much what marketing is supposed to be, anyways. But like they specifically chose the word, you know, next generation because it's gonna imply that it's gonna be, you know, this fantastic looking game, and it's intentionally vague, because then, yeah, you can't accuse them for lying, because they never said that it was going to be this or that. They just said it was going to be next generation. What does that mean? I don't know. Next generation. But
Yeah.
But that's
that's
misleading.
No, that's not misleading. They didn't say anything. They used a descriptor. If they say action-packed, right? Like, it's the same sort of thing. It's a vague word used to excite people. Like, yeah, it's marketing, but being mad about specifics not being adhered to is you as a consumer setting yourself up to be sort of sad.
I mean, okay, so I will admit there are some that I think take... You speak of gamer entitlement. I do think there are some who take it too far, right? Like you're saying SLI, like that is one... Like that's a pretty unique setup to have, right? Not many people actually have SLI setups. So I can understand that not being supported out the gate, although a lot of times it gets supported later down the line. However, I feel like those who I'm not sure if you're lumping them into this entitlement group, but the people who ask for 1080p and 60 frames per second, that doesn't seem like that's a lot. That feels like that should be the minimum, right? And if they're not asking for it, then we're not pushing developers to do it, right?
Yeah, but okay, so having that as something that you want is one thing. Okay, like this is where it's like I want every game to have X, Y, and Z as a minimum. Like that's what I enjoy. But there's a difference between saying like a game is misleading you or shitting on a game for not having something, shitting on a game for being something that it's not when it never said it was going to be that in the first place. And like that can mean a bunch of things. Like you can sit there and say like, look, at this point everything should be 1080, and it's like that. Like that doesn't actually yes, you would like that to be the case, but when things aren't 1080, the people who made that game probably aren't sitting in a room saying like, hey, how can we make this game not 1080? The reason it's not 1080 is there's probably there was probably a decision made. Like maybe it's stability, maybe it's just performance issues, maybe them making it like not 1080 and reducing it to 900p or whatever you were saying. They did that so that they could have more scenery, and so the game doesn't hang on specific systems, or because they wanted to keep the minimum recommendation requirements for systems down. Like there can easily be reasons for it, but disregarding their choice or the product they made and then saying that there's like some sort of negative to it is silly. That's where I'm saying with entitlement.
So, what are in the case of developers
okay, continue. Yeah.
In the case of, I guess, developers or publishers stating things that are perhaps misleading, then what are your thoughts on No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky, okay, is a great example. It's probably one of the better examples you could have done, because they got absolutely shit on, and it fucked their longevity up. Mind you, they made a lot of money. But because they didn't follow through with things that they specifically said. Like, he outright lied, right? Like, that's way different. Like, him saying, there are other players, there is multiplayer, and then them finding out that there isn't. That's, like, explicitly you are misleading the consumer. But if he had said, like, this game's great, great to play, and, I love talking to my friends about this game for hours. If he said that, that's different. Even though, like, I mean, you might be able to loosely imply that might mean multiplayer, but it's not the same type of thing. But then let's say No Man's Sky single player, that he didn't actually talk about multiplayer at all, and then the game comes out, and then you say like, what the fuck? This game doesn't even have multiplayer. That's where the consumer would be wrong.
Right. Okay.
But the thing with entitlement is that gamers nowadays have more and more minimums that they've arbitrarily set up, that developers never agreed to and sometimes don't meet. PC gamers especially, because they want every game that is developed for console, but they want it built for the PC, like rebuilt for the PC.
I'll agree that PC gamers are probably the most entitled motherfuckers ever, and I will join those ranks because sometimes I feel a little entitled as well, but anyways. Not as much as some. I mean, Total Biscuit's probably the master of this.
I think, like, it's fine to see a product and be like, what the fuck, I wish it was like this, and then just, like, not buy it. You know, it'd be like, oh, man, I don't want to play a PC game that's literally a shitty console port and doesn't take advantage of the PC's, like, you know, this PC power or the 4K resolution or the stuff that you can't do as a console. Like, it's okay to be like, this is shit, I'm not going to pay for it or buy it. But then to, like, demonize the developer for that, that's where the problem actually lies. Like, that's where I sit there and I just, like, more and more recently, I'm just, like, rolling my eyes because it's like, I don't know.
So, what about the case of a game that got released for both this generation and prior generation, and then they port the prior...
Use a specific example.
Well, there was the main line Dynasty Warriors, the last one that got released, I think it was 8, that they ported the PS3 version when there's a PS4 version available. And I think this happened with one of the Tales games as well. The Tales
what, for the information for the game, was it clear that it was, like, did it ever say that it was, like, the PS4 ported and they ported the PS3? Or were they ever clear that it was going to be the PS3 ported? Like,
no, as far as I'm aware, they didn't specify what the PC version was going to be. But I mean, why do you think they would do that? Why do you think they would pick the previous generation version over the current generation one?
I don't know if I'm educated enough about that kind of stuff to know why they would do that. Maybe it's hardware-based stuff, like console emulation or whatever is kind of fucked up, but I'm imagining that if they had the choice, like, if there were no restrictions, they obviously would probably want to port the better game, and if they didn't, there's probably a reason why. Right? Like, they're not like, hey, we're gonna get these guys to pay for the shitty version of the game. Like, I don't think they're sitting around, like, talking about like that.
So do you think?
It's malicious.
So do you think it would be entitled for a gamer to say that it seems unjust for them to deliver the poor quality version to the PC rather than? Because I mean, on the PC we know we have hardware to run. There's the hardware available to run, you know, the PS4 version, right? But they chose to use the PS3 version. So is it entitled for PC gamers to, well, complain about that?
No, okay. So, what you had said covers a big gambit. Because they can complain about it, or they can say, like, we don't like this, I'm not going to buy it, right? But the word unjust is where the problem lies. Because it's not unjust, it's just, this is now an option that exists for the PC, and you can either support it, buy it, or, you know, let your voice be heard. But unjust is implying that they did something wrong, and that's where it gets messy. Now, if they said, like, here, this is our latest version of Dynasty Warriors, and we're revamping it for the PS4, that's misleading. That could be unjust. But fuck, man, they might have put the PS3 version because they didn't want details of how to easily emulate the PS4. Like, you know, consoles very closely guard their the way that their games work on their system, so that emulation doesn't ruin it. But I mean, there's so many other reasons. Just, I don't know. That's a strange example, but I think even still, the way it would all boil down is if you weren't cool with the PS3 version, very quickly is it going to be known that it's the PS3 version, not the PS4 version. Like, whether it's through reviews or nowadays with, like, you know, being able to actually see it in a stream or whatever. And then people are just not going to buy it, and it boils down to, at the end, like what I said, where people are actually just mad that, hey, I wanted this, and instead it's that. Right? Like, they're actually just mad that it's not what they thought it was going to be. And that's the expectation. I'm telling you, man. getting like old, or fucking talking to people who make games all fucking day long now. Just straight up, my entire thought process on this shit just makes me hate people even more.
Oh no,
Like,
you
people
hate me.
just-
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry I made you endure this stream.
No, I know that you I know that you're just like really passionate about the games and you're invested. Like a lot of times what people do is they rant. Like that's all it is. They're venting. Like they're frustrated and they need to get it out. That's cool. Like I'm all right with that. But it's like there's like this level of entitlement that just when I hear it, I just kind of like I'm just like, come on, man. Like it's not a big deal if you don't like the game. If it's not what you want to play, then don't play it. That's like, and that should be like the end of that conversation.
I could be wrong about this. I don't know if I remember everything, but I feel like I normally don't get too upset. I mean, I also tend to do my own reviews. If I find out the game is, you know, an unstable piece of shit or just doesn't have the kind of things that I like in the game through a review, then I just don't buy it. But typically, if I buy a game and it doesn't have something I'm not looking for, it usually doesn't bother me. Even if the game runs at 30 frames, I'd prefer that it doesn't. Like, it does frustrate me. Like, there's obviously a higher amount of enjoyment I have out of games that run at 60 than I have out of games that run at 30. But even still, I'm not going to completely demonize, in this case, the developer for that. What does frustrate me, however, is getting an unstable game.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm not. What you're saying is completely fine. It's literally only when you demonize them. It's. I guess this is like the crux of the entire thing. Is as a consumer, do you think that the developers are actually sitting around trying to fuck you, or do you think something came up and there's a reason why? Like that's all it is. And if you don't think that there's like a reason why and they are trying to fuck you, then you like there's something actually wrong with you. I think. At that point.
Not when it comes to the stability issues. Although, I think there's an argument to be made about if there's stability issues, then why did they release it so early? Why didn't they delay the game?
Well, okay, so with Batman Arkham Asylum, that's one thing. Like, you can tell that's really shitty, but they got punished for it. Like, it becomes very apparent, and people just don't buy it. That's cool. You don't have to demonize them, you just don't buy their product. The developers and the people working on the product weren't sitting there like, oh man, let's release it at this date. No, there was probably investors, and there was probably a timeline, and they pushed it out, and they didn't have any choice. But to give it more of like a personal feel, right? So your music. Let's pretend that I sent you an email now. I sent you an email and said, like, dude, I downloaded your music, and I put it on this CD, and I put it in this old, Sony Walkman that I bought in 1994, and at the 2-minute and 13-second mark of the 7th track, it just skips. It just like, it just feels like it's going like, it just doesn't sound good. Can you fix that for me? And that's literally what this ends up being to a lot of like gamers. It's like you're aware of the problem, but like, how do you tackle something like that? And when you were designing it, it's not like you set out to make it not work on this dude's Walkman, and you want it to work on that dude's Walkman. And how do you, like, what steps do you take to fix it so it works on that dude's Walkman?
Yeah.
People look at developers and like games and stuff like that as if they're like not, it's like not normal people working on them. Like that there's like this, it's like devious. You know? Oh, let's take all the money they got. Oh, let's take all the money and offer them as little as possible, and then have a drink about it and laugh about it later.
Sometimes it feels like that with publishers.
Oh. Yeah, I hear that.
I don't think I've bought an Ubisoft or an EA game in a long-ass fucking time.
Oh, what about that? I just bought a Ubisoft game. What the fuck game was it? It just came out. Or maybe it was pre-order. Maybe I pre-ordered the Assassin's Creed game. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it.
I have a Ubisoft receipt in my email right now. It's so funny though, because like I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, I'm getting all weird and fucking, anti-consumer as I'm getting older. But I also am. I vocally acknowledge that my gaming habits are like cancer to people. Like, okay, because I play mobile games. I spend like stupid amounts of money in pay to win type games. I support any fucking thing. The idea it's so funny because like I'm one person and no one actually gives a fuck. But like people are like, oh man, I wish that games didn't go like free to play. But it's because people like me will pay that money. And so whenever I'm like, oh, just don't buy it then, and people like I can understand people saying like, but it's not that I just don't want to buy it. It's that the gaming has been ruined because if this game was not, you know, free to play and instead was subscription based, it would be fantastic. Why are they exploiting us? Like I can understand people's mentalities when it comes to a lot of different things. And then I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I agree with you, buddy. And then I swipe my credit card and buy $100 worth of currency. like I know why people are mad, but I've gotten so like I don't know how you say it in French. It's like an expression. So like blasé about it. That's not the expression, but I just don't care enough, and I know it must be frustrating for people who do care.
I understand. I've gotten to this point now that I actually have a job that pays reasonable, and now it's kind of like actually when I came back to Warframe, it was like grinding for these Banshee Prime parts, and then I was like, wait a minute. I'll just put some money in this game, and I'll just buy them. Fuck it, I don't care how much it costs.
Mm-hmm. Dude, like what's the game? Final Fantasy 14. Like you don't have to play it, but for the story to make sense. But when they released the new expansion, they allowed people. You got 15 days free subscription time. Okay, if on a new server you got your character up to level 30. All right. Now, so what a lot of people did is they just created an alternate account, an alternate character on that server to level up to 30 to get the 15 days free playtime. And like as a gamer, that kind of makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
Right.
I had this argument with somebody, and I was like, "Do you realize that the subscription for Final Fantasy is $15, and to get to level 30, you just spent 10 hours. So you just paid yourself $1.50 an hour on an account you'll never play again and didn't have any fun doing." No, but like, and I know that that's like a really sterile way to look at it, but that's literally what it boils down to. Like, so like when when you have a lot of time and no money, it's so different than when you start having less time and more money.
No, and I understand. I start looking at things that way too. It's like, what is the price of my time for doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I'm having fun grinding for things, I've had fun grinding for things before. I mean, especially if the game's built around grinding, then you better hope that it's fun to grind. But right. So I don't mind doing it sometimes, and then sometimes it's kind of like, you know what, fuck it.
No, like it's like in Warframe, right? Like if you decided to just buy every weapon and every frame and everything, the game wouldn't have any, like there'd be nothing to do left.
Yeah.
Right. But going like, oh, I want to try a new frame, and just buying the frame, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it changes up your gameplay. You might have a little bit more fun. Like you're just enabling. I don't know. All I know is that every single fucking kid who's mad right now is gonna be fucking a terrible person like me if they ever get a real job. I used to be such a staunch consumer. Oh my lord. And I just notice every single day I just can't fucking deal with it anymore. I don't know how Total Biscuit actually deals with it, because he takes this stance of like super pro-consumer, like to the point where he's kind of like the people's champion when it comes to games and game development. But some of these like you hear him talk, like, I don't know how much you follow him, but he plays like not Clash of Clans. What's that? Battle Royale, or the fuck's that one called?
Yeah, the mobile one, mobile
like,
MOBA. And
when I hear him talk about how he now justifies himself paying into that game, I know that he is in the same wavelength as me, but he can't ever say it out loud. Because telling your audience, like, guys, just get a fucking job, is just not something that's gonna fly right.
Well, I mean, I had a job, but it paid like dirt, so I couldn't really just dump money into it. And I think there are some people who are in that. But I'm not. I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand.
I got banned from this online forum because I had fuck. What were the actual words? Fuck. I can't remember the actual words. It was something. It was like a post. It was a response to a post where, you know how like the common sentiment in gamers right now is vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
So I had somebody had said like you know what, guys, I'm not going to. I'm making a stand. Sign it with me. I am no longer going to play or support games that have like a cash shop. And then all down this thread is just like people saying like, yes, like, you know, let's see if we can, you know, make a difference, or let's vote with their wallet. It was like a call to action. I put this fucking this response, and I was like, guys, that's only one half of, like, I'm like, I know you guys hear the statement championed around all over the place, but that's only half of it. To vote with your wallet, you can't just remove your spending. You have to actually spend somewhere else. So you need to support something. You need to show designers and investors and game developers that you are willing to spend money. And I got banned. I got banned instantly. The next post was like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, because how are people going to know, like, that there is like, why would somebody risk making a game if they don't know if people are willing to pay for it? The next guy got banned, and it was like 8 posts that were like kind of like, yeah, like that makes a lot of sense, like whatever, and ban. People don't like to hear that you have to actually, like, you can't just not spend money and then expect a premium product. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just a bitter old gamer, man. Who's just yelling at these kids. I'm just yelling at the moon, shaking my hand.
I don't know.
All right. I am going to leave you. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Nolan, my love?
Oh, I didn't know you felt that way. No, I think that's pretty much gonna do it. I thank you for finally joining one of my streams that we had practically no one come in on. So
That's all right. It's all right. We're just playing. We're just playing games.
Just playing games.
Well,
you know,
the one thing as well is if you're not paying attention to your chat, people will come in, or they'll see that you're like playing with somebody. You know, okay. This is my extra side rant. When you're like, you've noticed it too if you're streaming. If you interact with your stream, they'll interact back with you, and people will stick.
Yeah.
If you play games, if your voice comms or what you're streaming is like playing with somebody else, they feel detached from you, and so they won't stick. And it's kind of, sometimes it kind of sucks to just hear somebody else like doing something with somebody else, like the connection doesn't get made.
Right.
If you ever talk to streamers, right, even though they have all these people in their chat channels or whatever, it's like the loneliest thing ever. Like, have you seen like there's like these like montages of like streamers like needing to take breaks, or like saying like, dude, like, I'm fucking depressed, like this is fucking lonely as shit, because it's like so like, you can't, if you stream, you're like literally playing games by yourself all day long, and you know how unfun that can be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know.
So this was just a hang sesh, you know?
Yeah. Well, I just chose to stream it because I try to stream once a week. I figured this would probably be more of a thing that's better watched archived than actually participating in.
Oh lord.
I actually archive my
I
streams.
Did I swear or say anything wrong? I don't know if I did.
Why do you say that?
Sometimes I throw out racial slurs when I get really excited.
Dude, you know my channel is like one of the most fucking offensive channels out there, so...
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you got a potty mouth, actually.
Yeah, I know. So, I don't think any of the people who watch me actually care about racial slurs or anything like that. As long as we're pretty aware that it's all done as a joke. Things get serious when you're actually being serious.
Except for those Yanks, man. Fuck those Yanks.
Fuck those Yanks.
It's fucking goofs. Those goofballs from Texas. God damn.
Yeah, I know. Fuck those guys. Not like you're in a stream with one or anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just know that they're goofballs. Straight. Things aren't bigger in Texas. They're smaller. All right. All
I
right.
was I was gonna say, I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to do this again, since it took forever before we finally were able to get this together. But if I'm actually confident enough to try my hand at Black Desert without an English patch, because I'm sure the unofficial English patch is not supported, then even though you can't play with me, you could always help me through it, since I can't read dick. And I haven't played the game in a long ass time.
What are you asking? What do you want?
We could, like, you could help me.
I mean, yeah, you can ask questions. We can't play server to server.
No, I know that. Because I'm in Japan and they do this stupid region blocking thing. I get why they do it, but it's still stupid. Because they don't want people going into the North American servers from Japan and bitching about why the latency is so bad.
No! No! The publishing rights! God damn it!
Publishing rights?
Yeah, oh my god.
They don't want...
Okay. No, I'm gonna tell you. Yo, remember how I said that there's a reason, and a lot of times people, they expect something and they get mad at it? They're, like, the way... if you're gonna be mad, you have to be mad at Pearl Abyss. They give limited publishing rights to specific regions. So, like, Cacao EU can publish to North America and Europe, and they have to block everybody else out because Pearl Abyss is selling regional rights to South America and to Taiwan and China. And if you allow them to be global, then you end up not having as many regions to sell to. So it's not Cacao or who does it in China or who does it in Taiwan. Like who's the publisher? It's not those. Yeah, it's not those publishers' problems. At least the only thing that those publishers could be guilty of is not buying publishing rights to every single region. Which is why it's all just goofy. Like there's laws about like regional markets and stuff and licenses and licensing agreements.
There's still probably some truth to my statement though, because I mean if someone went in, I mean they might write they're probably retarded, but they might write a bad review or give bad press for the game when they say, well, I had this terrible experience that had terrible fucking latency, even though they're the retards who logged in from buttfuck nowhere into a server that's on the opposite side of the world. But
they allowed you, before they signed the regional agreements, you used to be able to log into like Russia and Korea and stuff like that. But before they had the regions in the pipeline, they weren't completely IP locked. And as soon as they started making regional contracts, that's when they IP locked them. Like what you're saying is like a happy accident, but it's not a contributing factor.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the publishers. I mean, it kind of occurred to me right before you said it. It was like, oh wait, but then there's publish, and then you said that, and yeah, it makes sense.
It makes me so mad because I feel like for all the things that Black Desert does badly, and like the shit that they get as a company, or like every time I hear people talk about the regional locks, I just sit there and I'm like, God damn, I just want to stab you in the eye with a pencil.
I'm sorry you wanted to stab me in an eye with a pencil.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But that's all. That's just. It's not like even on your end, you're not being malicious. Like I said before, there's a difference between being frustrated and venting. That's when it's fine. Yeah. It's when it moves forward and you're like, oh my god, like Cacao's an evil company and they're doing it for money.
It's just. It seems ironic that when I first played Black Desert, I had to use a VPN to log into the Japan servers, and now I have to use a VPN to log into the North American servers. And I don't want to do it. I really hated doing that, honestly.
Why don't you just play in the Japan servers?
That's what I'm gonna do. I downloaded the game, but there's not an English patch for it anymore. I mean, there is the old English patch, but it hasn't been updated in God. Huh?
Oh, because I guess there's not enough audience there.
There's probably not. I mean, I can go into this. I mean, the download just finished, like, right when we started the stream. Remember I told you it's launching the game? That's when the download finished. So, I mean, I can go through the options and see if they've added an English.
No, they don't.
But, yeah, I wouldn't expect one to. I wouldn't.
But there's a patch for the Korean version. Like,
but that's because that's
the Korean
I
all the time.
I can believe that because that's the one that's the main Black Desert, right? That's the leading one, right?
But
So
wouldn't
they're
the translation patch be the same? Because you're just like, it just edits fields, I thought.
I'll look. I mean, I didn't look, but I just don't expect it to be updated because there was another game I was looking. What was it? I don't remember. This was a little while back. I was looking to. I think it was Revelations Online. Actually, I was looking to play Revelations, and because it had the North American release, the English patch had just basically been unsupported. So I just kind of
That's
assumed.
weird. Why would you have to need a different English patch for Chinese or Korea?
Probably different translations. I mean, a Korean patch might still work. I can try it. I mean, what is it gonna do? Is it not? I don't think it's gonna break anything. I could always try it. Because you're right. It's just editing text fields, but the translations might be a little bit more rough. I don't know.
Well, I think it's called like bdoengpatch.com. That's where I usually get the Korean one, the Korean translation, and it was last updated this month.
Or and of course the other reason why it could always need a different patch is just because of different versions. Like there might be incompatibility if the game version is further behind than the.
Yeah, when that happens, all that happens is the stuff that's why I was thinking that it's only just text fields, because when I apply, like, let's say the latest patch, and then they decided to like to put in the striker, all that happened is that the striker himself didn't have translations on his skills, so everything else was like translated in in English, but then there was some Korean where the patch like didn't have.
Yeah. And I just brought it up. I mean, they specify Korean English patch for Black Desert.
Yeah.
Korea. I mean, but again, there's no harm in trying. I can always try and just see what happens. Either it works or it doesn't, and that's just that.
Oh, I want to see if it works. I need you to do this right now.
Okay. Then I will download it. My internet's kind of trash, so I'm gonna exit out of Warframe.
That's fine.
And let's see. Open. I can't wait to get my own place. I've been living in this Airbnb place for the entire time I've been here.
Is it dirty?
No, it's fine. It's just that I have to use the internet that they've provided, and it's kind of crap. And there's pretty much fiber going to pretty much every building in Japan, so it's like I really want that fiber instead of this trash internet that I have. Okay, so install, download, extract, press string table into your game folder. So let's see. That's in C. I don't remember where it's installed actually. Let's see, do I have a shortcut on my desktop? I do. Let's see. Can I open? No, I can't open its file location. Maybe it's in x86 program files. No. Do they say on the website where it's at?
What?
Where the game is installed?
No, I mean that's where you installed it. Top.
Well, what's the? I just installed it to the default location. What's the default location?
I see Black Desert like on your screen right now.
Where?
Oh, program files Black Desert. I mean, I'm behind it in your stream right now, but I saw it as a folder. Those C drive program files. Like I'm pretty sure the patch that you use, you're just like drag and dropping into that folder.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Use your other program files spot though. Fuck, not this normal program files.
Oh yeah, Black Desert. Oh, nothing's there. Maybe that was my old Black Desert install.
Oh lord.
I know I have it because it launched.
So then fucking can't you just like go push Windows key and then type in Black Desert and that should pop up? Like don't you, that's like what, indexing, file indexing?
Apparently not. Typed in Black Desert and nothing came up. But I have a shortcut for. I know it's installed. It's right here.
So the right click on the shortcut and see where the path is.
Oh, the path is a fucking HTML thing because it fucking launches from the website.
From the browser. Oh, is it gonna be in app data then? Sometimes I find games in there and I fucking just roll my eyes. Yeah, why do I see a guy with no shirt on in your start screen? Oh, this man has a six. Oh, it's a fucking news thing. You don't have your live tiles turned on.
Yeah, I don't. I don't care about the fucking live tiles. What would it be under Pearl Abyss or would it be under PMang?
Oh, I don't know, man. I put mine in a custom folder, like in a custom file on a solid state.
Well, you know, if I was smart, that's probably what I would have done. Let's look for PMang or Pearl Abyss. They're both should be right next to each other. No. What about in regular program files? Personas. No. Yo, where did I fucking install this shit? Games? No. It'd be cool if this excuse me, if this website fucking said like where the installation folder is.
Wait, so if you Windows key and type in Black Desert, that's not showing you, and you right click on that, that's not showing you a shortcut?
No. What if I search PMang? There's the install file. Pearl. No. Wait, I have did I uninstall everywhere? No, everything. It should be called everything, not every. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Here we go. Search Black Desert. Sorry, I don't have a solid state hard drive. I don't know why this is not searching here either. I'll start coughing again. Let's just search Google. Black Desert install. Let's do it this way. Downloads. mean not enough file count? Don't give me that crap. Ah, game on. That's where it's at. Game on. Black Desert. Ah. Found files? So there's not the same folder structure. Because it's saying it needs to delete pre-string table from the game folder, but it just talks about copying pre-string table to the game folder to replace it. So
no, you add pre-string game folder. Like you add that into it.
Delete pre-string. Download extract pre-string table into your game folder. Oh, to disable. Oh, I'm retarded. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then,
because from what I understand, this assigns variables like that overwrite the the Korean before the game launches, and if you just don't have it there's no, it's pre-strings.
Yeah.
Let's see some magic. Show me the money.
Let's see if that worked. And if it did, that would be great, because I don't want to look at moon runes. Last time it just launched automatically. Is it this one? I don't know. No, I think that just checked the game. Oh, okay. Moon runes.
This shit's so fucking silly looking.
I can read some of it. I don't know what it means, but I can read it. Raku. Oh. That's kanji. I don't know kanji. See, it's running in Windows too, because I haven't adjusted any of the settings. It's also going to be difficult to adjust the settings if I don't have English. And last time, it also hung on this screen for quite some time.
It always does.
Okay. Black Desert is a wonderful game.
It's because that's web-based. Which is weird.
Do you still play Black Desert?
I check in on the expansion, like anytime there's a patch, but I usually just check in on the Korean service.
I know you have a whole section in your Discord for Black Desert, and it's pretty active in there.
Oh, because I had a guild for a while, and then I got bored.
It's all in Japanese still.
No. We don't know. You gotta jump into the game. That part might not be...
Still in Japanese.
Don't tell me that. Wait, Japanese. I thought it should be... Oh, yeah, it should be Japanese.
What?
Doing Chinese.
What is happening? Why did it go back to this screen? My display driver crashed. There we go. Which one was I on? Was I on Calfia? Oh, shit. No, I was on... No. Fuck, what server was I originally on? Did it delete my...
No. The same.
Is it all... But my character should be on the servers, right?
No. Character is separate. You can choose any server. It's all the same now.
See if I still have my... I should still have my characters, right?
Yeah, I saw. You have 4 characters, it looks like.
How come you see that before me?
I know where it is.
Oh, up at the top. The 4 out of... Yeah. I don't know. I assume this is play, right?
Oh no, the stream delay, but I bet you there are going to be some things that are translated and some things that aren't. But then I don't know, because sometimes fucking Japanese stuff, or like a lot of times like with Asian stuff, they'll have English just like peppered throughout it randomly.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, a lot of Japanese just relies on like English. Like, if you come to Japan, you'd be surprised at how well you can make it by because of how much English they use in their language. The game is really loud. I'm probably driving the stream nuts because the game is really loud. See, I think the folder structures are entirely different. I think I might be able to use the whatever pre-string table, but I need to find the correct location for it to be put in. I think the default Korean folder structure is different than Japan.
Well, maybe. I have, like, in my Korean client, I have the pre-string table in the same thing as the launcher. I don't know where you put it.
I mean, I'll look to see if there's just an official, unofficial.
Oh wait, no, mine isn't.
Oh
wait, maybe it is. Hold on. Mayday.
My goodness, this is so slow.
Actually, I seem to have lost my Korean client. Oh no, I found it. Yeah, it's in the same as the Black Desert launcher in the downloader.
Advertisements! Hooray!
Oh, you know what you have to do?
Huh?
You probably just have to change the shoom. Bada boom boom.
Yeah, that was. Yeah?
No, okay, because the pre-string table is broken down into pre-string table, then a folder that's like named KR, and then it's language data string table cutscene _KR string table _KR. You might have to change those. There might just be a little bit of adjusting you have to do.
Okay, so hang on, let me quit out, and then you tell me that again.
Oh, I don't know what you would have to do. I'm just saying. I just see Korea based all over this shit.
Like, so it's Black Desert _live, and then what? Pre-string table?
I don't know what you're talking
about. The folder structure.
Mine was just with the launcher. It was just in the launcher. Like wherever your Black Desert launcher is, that's where you put it.
Where is the launcher? There it is. I think it's 32x. In bin 64, there's another launcher in 64. What else is in here? Log, no, Paz. I think this is game data.
Oh yeah, I got you. All the best.
Language data _jp.loc. I wonder if that.
No. I just sent you a link.
Is this for Japan?
Yeah.
When was this updated? Oh, July 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy.
NP. Okay, I need to actually go eat or I'm gonna die.
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you. And with that, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Not that anyone's really here, but yep. See ya.